Karen Reed led into court in handcuffs. She pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder in the death of her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe.
And how do you wish to plead to those indictments?
Nothing. Reed's defense lawyer sharing these pictures of the couple during happier times. Prosecutors believe Reed hit him with her SUV outside the home of a Canton police officer after a night of drinking. It happened during a January snowstorm.
In the same area where the body had been recovered, 2 red plastic pieces of a taillight were located, consistent to the pieces missing from the defendant's black Lexus.
Tears in court as the prosecutor described the medical examiner's findings, including 2 black eyes, skull fractures, and hypothermia.
She opined from her examination that the significant blunt force trauma injuries occurred prior to Mr. O'Keefe's becoming hypothermic.
Reed's lawyer flagging what he says are ethics problems. He says the investigating trooper is friends with the Canton officer who owns the home where O'Keefe was found.
We have uncovered that the lead detective is very close with the owners of that property. And he was supposedly assigned to the case to avoid the appearance of impropriety.
He also made the claim that evidence may have been doctored, though he did not elaborate.
We have photographic evidence that my client's vehicle, before it was taken by the police, was in different condition than when the police actually evaluated it.
Said it feels we're the only ones fighting for the truth of what happened to John O'Keefe. And me and my family and my attorneys and my team have marshaled every resource to get to the truth. It just feels like no one else wants it.
Okay, just to be clear, you didn't do it.
We know who did it, Steve. We know. And we know who spearheaded this cover-up. You all know.
Yes, we do.
And no, she didn't do it. No, she didn't do it. This is an innocent woman. She didn't do it.
I tried to save his life.
Yeah.
I tried to save his life at 6 in the morning. I was covered in his blood. I was the only one trying to save his life.
Why'd you admit to it?
She didn't admit to it. She didn't admit to anything close to that. Nothing close to that. And you should know that.
That was like 3 or 4 times she admitted to it.
No, she didn't.
That's not true.
She asked a question. She asked a question, which is very different. She didn't admit to anything. Folks, this is what it looks like when you bring false charges against an innocent person. The Commonwealth did their worst. They brought the weight of the state based on spurious charges, based on compromised investigation and investigators and compromised witnesses. This is what it looks like. And guess what? They failed. They failed miserably, and they'll continue to fail. No matter how long it takes, no matter how long they keep trying, we will not stop fighting. We have no quit. Go ahead.
I just have 2 things to say, folks. Number one, I am in awe of the strength and courage of this remarkable client that I've had the privilege of representing since day one. And number 2, I want to send a message to all of her supporters out there. Your support was invaluable. We are touched, and we ask for your continued support. I'm not from Texas like my colleague here. I'm a Boston kid. But I'll repeat what he said, which is, we ain't got no quit.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2218 CR 117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant of the fire guilty or not guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you? No. Do you agree? Yeah. Do all of you agree? Yeah. Thank you. 002, what say you? Is the defendant of the fire not guilty or guilty? Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge. Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? 003, what say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? The defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records that you upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating in the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty. Thank you.
All right, jurors, everybody please be seated. Jurors, we thank you for your service. I'm going to send you back. Your service is complete. I'd like to come back and talk to you for a little bit afterwards. So thank you very much.
All rise. Call me.
number one is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and, more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have, and my team. Thank you.
And that is it. That is the truth. That is the truth. Going back and watching that montage, it's just, I see the smiles, the hugs, and just what everything has turned into, post trial. It's unbelievable. Everybody's out there smiling, they're hugging, free. Karen Reed is free, and here we are. We take the beating. We take the beating. But listen, I want to start this off by welcoming everybody in. We're kind of doing dual streams today. Mike's doing a restream. I'm streaming here. I got it streaming across all my platforms. So, it's really nice to have you guys here. We're going to continue kind of Mike and I had a great almost a 3-hour conversation the other night, just going through some stuff here of how everything has been. And I wanted to continue this conversation on this Sunday afternoon. So I said, Mike, let's have you come over on LTL Media. We'll chat it up here. We'll talk about Karen's civil case, of course, and just the clusterfuck that thing is. I mean, it's an absolute mess. I was looking today and I'm like, this has got to be like a 9 out of 10 fucking mess. But let's not wait too much longer. Let's bring Mike up here. Money Mike from the Young Jerks. Let's bring him up, add him to the stage. Mikey, what's up, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good. I got the new speaker system. I got my camera finally on high def. I never realized it wasn't on high def, so that's a new update. And I got a haircut, so I mean, I'm feeling good. But watching that, I don't know. That was a great video, Brian, that you put together. But it's just weird to watch that now because we were on such a high, and it felt like a movement, and then it's turned into not a movement, no truth, no reality, a lot of egos. I mean, I was thinking today, stuff I can't say in the show. Maybe I will. I don't know. But who has the biggest ego? There's a few people I could put up. I mean, it's fucking unbelievable. The egomania that has been going on in this. And, tomorrow I'm going to be in court, 9 a.m., Turtle Boy. I mean, I was watching Lana today. Like the egomania of thinking you're going to win on the dismissal on this, considering what I'm hearing from the dismissal and what I've been reading too. It's just like, you think you're going to blame Kate Peter for what you did on camera? Like, what happened to freedom of speech? Now it's about Kate Peter? I don't know. It's just the whole thing. It's like the hubris of it and the nastiness and the division, and we're the bad guys. You and I, the two truth seekers. It's the two most honest people in this that have the least amount of ego, who have fucking given the most, honestly, and brought the most. Like, we're the most fucking serious out of all these fucking yahoos on YouTube. They're all a bunch of jokers, even the ones who have big platforms. I'm laughing my ass off because I want to know, like JFK, how's it going to age? How are you going to handle it in court when the shit goes national? Because you guys are still holding the bag. You're still holding the bag, and you're fucking assholes, and you didn't support us. So I will never forget what a lot of you did to us. I will never. You think fucking Turtle Boy has a mean streak? I hang out with Sicilians. My mentor was Michael Malta, the King of Pot, and he always said, revenge is best served cold. Yeah. And we don't forget.
I just want to address this. Karen, I really appreciate what you're saying, but unfortunately, this is really part of it. And the thing is that Mike and I stayed very silent for a long time in a lot of this because we just wanted to really move on. But I think it's a very good point to start talking about this because it's going to be part of the Karen Reed thing.
Karen Mullig, you either don't want us to talk about it at all, like Karen Reed or Turtle Boy. You obviously don't want us to cover this. Just say it. If you don't want us to cover Karen and Aiden, just come out and say it. Or otherwise, you want smoke blown up your ass. If you want smoke blown up your ass, there are plenty of platforms for you that will lie to you. And you want to compare the results of what we say and compare the truth of what we say compared to what they say. Measure it up. Take out the fucking ruler. because we're right. We've got a track record of being right a lot. And, I'm expecting more drama to come out this week, much more actually. So,
13
and it's not coming from me. I didn't create that drama. I didn't put that shit on my show. I warned the fuck. I said, look out for what's coming on in New Jersey. Look out what's coming out in these other places. Look out. And all of you fucks said, go, Aiden, go. Fuck Cryford. I'm not crying. It seems like you're crying, Karen. Like, I'm just tired of that shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
She's probably a good supporter of ours.
she is.
I just don't like that. Stop saying that to us because this is our life. This is our reality. If you don't want to watch it, click off. Don't tell us not to talk about drama.
Yeah, I think
because we're covering drama. This is what fucking Karen Reed has turned into. It's turned into a drama movement, and that's the fact.
Yeah, I think it needs to be addressed. I think there's a lot of things that you and I have held back for a long time and haven't spoken about. But now that this is kind of getting into the thick of the civil trial, and look, I just released on my channel a bunch of interviews that I knew that were there over a year ago that I tried to FOIA, and they wouldn't give them to me then. And I find it interesting now that all these civil trials are happening, and you got Aiden and Karen being brought into the civil trial, and you have the criminal trial of Turtle Boy as well too. I think the timing on this is funny that this is all being released now. Listen, it's kind of the reality. It's part of this. Like I said, me and Mike have held back for a long time. I mean, we sat here and took a beating for almost a year from all these other fucking channels, and we did a lot. I think that we did a lot, and we played it pretty straight and narrow down the middle. And we got great guests that came on our channels. We had lawyers, and we had fucking Todd McGee came on and lended his time to come in here and talk about the Mass State Police and what are all the ins and outs of the Mass State Police. I don't even want to bring him on my channel anymore because of all the attacks. Because I know it's a problem. Him because he's a good person, and I don't want attacks to happen to him. But it's like every time that we get any type of momentum or we start talking about Karen's civil trial or things that are going on in Aiden's case, they don't want us to do it. They don't want us around, and it was funny. I said this the other day, and it will probably be clipped tonight because we know the 6 o'clock show tonight. He'll probably play it. The guy in Tennessee that has nothing to do here in Boston. I actually kind of feel like him today because I have a graphic tee on in my B hat. So I kind of wore this. It's
gotta be a one size too small.
Yeah, I wore this matchup.
That's not tight enough t-shirt, bro. You gotta get it you gotta get a medium on you.
But it's just like it just gets to a certain point where things need to be discussed, and unfortunately, because of the way that this is all turned, this is part of it now. This whole bullshit that's been going on. But we are going to get into Karen's civil trial today. We are going to talk about that. We're going to play some testimony today, and we'll talk about that. So I don't know, Mike. Anything you want to add there, or?
I mean, I'd like to talk about the civil trial and even this motion to dismiss for Aiden Carney that's coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm expecting this to go down in flames. The only shot this dude has is to get a turtle rider on a jury. Tim Bradle usually likes to do bench trials. I don't think he's going for a bench trial because the judge is going to convict Aiden Carney. He is. The judge is going to convict Aiden Carney. So he's going to have to go to a jury trial. And I'm not convinced he's going to get a turtle rider. Maybe he does. Maybe he gets a hung jury. But if I was Aiden Carney and his attorneys, I'd be saying, hey, can you give us 2 to 5 years? Like a plea deal and jail time. Like that's, and I don't know if the guy's going to do that. Like I just, and you wonder why he's so unhinged. And people are still blowing smoke up his ass. These turtle riders, these jock sniffers, whatever you want to call them, they're his worst enemies. They have destroyed him. Because a good friend tells you when you're fucking up.
You tried to do that. Remember when you tried having the heart to heart?
Yep.
6-8 months ago, and you were cast out. You were Cryford,
And I didn't volunteer to do that either. He put me on the spot. I mean, that just shows you what kind of friend he is. Like he could have called me.
Yeah.
He's not a friend. And even not being a friend, I was still trying to be a friend. I mean, I was being a sucker if you really think about it.
Well,
I'm
it's
not a
like
sucker anymore. I'm
it's
not a
like the
sucker for this audience. I'm not a sucker for him.
Hmm.
I'm done with that shit. I'm done with the fake loyalty.
Well, it was like the thing, that when I basically went through my whole attack, and I tried, just kind of putting it out there, and it's like, look, like I treat people the way that people treat me, and
So,
I don't give a shit about your cause or anything like that, at that point. But if you treat me like shit, I reciprocate, or I just say fuck you and I move on. And it's like, I would sit here on like Sundays and pop up and do these fundraiser streams. Ironically, there's it's one today, which is fucking hilarious, but we got to keep up with the Joneses, But I used to pop up and just do these like just these pop up random
every
streams on a
night we were
Sunday,
doing them.
3 or 4
Yeah.
hours. Hey man, that's a couple of grand in your piggy bank that you didn't even have to do anything on. You just had to maybe pop in the chat and just say, hey, thanks for doing this. I mean, here's someone that's lending their time, someone that's supporting your cause. And apparently he didn't want that anymore. He wanted to attack me because I think, and it's funny, we just saw a clip that came out from Purple Kool-Aid the other day and talking about Aiden having conversations with Purple Kool-Aid, having to take down Jess Machado. Well, we know why. Why? Because Jess's channel got very popular and she was pulling a lot of people and she's making a lot of money. Doesn't it sound like a couple channels that were going on here for a while? We were pulling in a lot of people, money, Mike, and we were making a lot of money. And I'm probably going to guess
Let's
those
be clear.
conversations were happening too, Mike.
Yeah, because definitely were happening. Because I felt that during I mean, I don't know if people remember, but I used to start my show a lot of times at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, depending on Bettero and some of the other guests. You mentioned not having a lot of guests on because you don't want to expose them to the drama and the attacks, and that's mostly why I've kept a lot of the bigger names off. Like I used to have these retired FBI agents on all the time. There wasn't, people forget, they just think it was just Bettero every time. But let's just pretend it was a Bettero show, right? Which is typical because I do a lot of Bettero shows. I'd have at times 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,000 live viewers in my chat, and it's 9 o'clock and he's starting up, and I would shut my show down. I would. Sometimes I would, go into 9:10, 9:15. He'd get mad.
Yep.
He'd get mad. And I already knew he was playing games back then. So yeah, he's clocking the whole time. He was worried that, I'm going to get too big. I'm going to get too big. That I feel that like more than ever, especially when I saw those messages from Purple that confirmed everything.
Yeah.
I already knew that. I already knew that. You knew it. You've been telling me the same thing.
Mike,
we all knew it.
You don't think, and I'm going to address Karen here in a minute. And Karen, I love you and I appreciate you. She emails me. She's a sweet lady. I appreciate you. And I think Mike.
I'm sorry I got a little fired up, Karen. I appreciate that.
Mike and I have kind of hit the top here. I think, we've been holding the lid on for a long time, and we've been wanting to talk about this stuff and discuss it with all of you to share your opinions and get your points in. But it's funny because I go back to the Machado stream with Aiden, and they're talking about it, and it was the subject of unaliving came up, and said, how would you feel if LTL wanted to unalive himself? Well, guess what? I was in a bad place, and when those attacks did start happening, I've been very honest about this. I was sitting in my studio that night. I had just signed a new 2-year extension on my lease. I'm moving into a much larger room. My rent now has increased. And now you have 2 people that you trusted and helped. And now they come in and start attacking you because they want that audience away from you. And Mike, I'm going to tell you, I got really low, brother. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, at that point in my head, I have 2 choices. I'm either going to, because my studio is right on Route 1. And there's a lot of traffic there, and I'm either going to walk out in traffic or I'm going to jump off the roof. And that's where I was at, Mike. And then I found therapy, and I got a lot of help, and I've been working on myself mentally, physically. And it's kind of funny. I was listening to JFK the other night, and he said, he kind of comes across as a guy that's kind of like, just like, and I've worked on myself a lot because I used to be a really, really fiery guy. And I think when you get older, you get, you slow down a little bit with age, things process a lot slower. and the therapist that I've been working with, and I'm not afraid to talk about this, because if anybody's at any particular spot like that, please seek therapy. There are people out there that can help you. But I got in a really tough spot, and I sought therapy, and it helped. And the person that I work with, those are the exercises that we go through. We practice the art of self-control. We practice the art of being an adult. We practice the art of processing things before you lash out.
Moderation.
And that's where I had a lot of problem, Mike, through my life, where I would just lash out immediately.
Reactive.
Yeah.
We learn to be reactive, especially on the playground.
And I fucked up a lot of friendships and relationships in my life because of that. And I had to get my shit under control. And I've really calmed down, and it's great. I mean, I feel great. I physically feel great. I mentally feel great. And, I only wish that, and I've talked about this before, my brother took his life, and I think that's the reason why I really wanted to work on myself and do this, because I didn't want to be in a spot like that, and ever get into a spot like that. So again, I wholeheartedly say this. I think Mike supports this as well. If you're in any type of issue like that, mental health issue, shit coming on your back, or people coming at you online, or whatever it may be, there are people to talk to. You can find someone to talk to. And I don't condone anybody unaliving themselves, because I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here with you today. I'm so happy to be with everybody here in this chat, because I have a lot more to live for than a couple.
You got a lot
of
more to
on
do.
The internet. Yeah, I have a couple.
You got a lot more to do.
That did that. And the thing is that, I tried to come out and put my point out there and say, like, look, like, if you're going to treat me like this, I can't respect you. I can't help you anymore. And that's basically what it is, because respect has to be mutual. And the thing is that we did do a lot. We did do a lot to help. And, after my help's not warranted, then fuck you. You're on your own. And if you want to look at this whole thing, let's just say this, and I'll put this out there. If you want to look at this whole thing, it's just like a business decision. You made a bad business decision, because there were two people that were raking a lot of money for you and would donate and do these streams. And it is what it is. But don't worry.
Yeah.
He's got his side bitch today that's going to do a stream tonight and raise the
Fuck
funnel
that
for
guy.
him. So.
Let me say a couple things on that too, because like, number one, not only was it a bad business decision, which it was, it's a bad like friendship, human being, local people decision, because we're going to be here, motherfucker. And you might need us, especially if you get a bid. So I don't know if that guy from fucking Tennessee is going to be around after fucking you go to jail. I don't think so.
He ain't coming up here.
I don't think he's going to be around. I think he's going to be moving on. I think a lot of them are going to be moving on. So not only was it a bad business decision, it's a bad personal decision, like a friendship level, because you and I did help him. Like, and I'm glad you brought up therapy, because, when I was 19 years old, I got an OUI. My mom suggested and called I was at Bridgewater State College at that point, and she said, you're gonna go before a judge, and if you tell the judge you've gone to counseling on your own voluntarily, maybe he'll be easier on you. So I signed up for some counseling, some free counseling at the college there, and man, it helped me. Like, because I did have a lot of issues back then with family stuff, like growing up stuff, like my mom and dad and my my whole family situation. You know how it is, and stuff you don't even recognize. You just go through life, and then all of a sudden you're like, holy shit. Like, I think that a lot of the issues in our life come between like ages 17 to 25 to 30, because then we recognize like, wow, that wasn't really, that's unresolved. We don't talk about that. There's issues and things come up, right? And so it was very helpful for me back then. I've never been to therapy since then, until this shit. You and I are the two people that actually went to fucking therapy because of all the bullshit around Aiden. Yeah. And I don't think that's that unusual, actually. Like, if you're fucking sending people to therapy because you're such a fucking clown show, maybe it's you, bro. Maybe it's you. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think anyone I know in my life, especially at this age, at age 50 plus, I don't think anyone in my life is saying, I'm going to therapy because of a bunch of shit that Mike did.
Yeah.
Like that's fucked up to think
Yeah,
about that. There's
it
two of
was.
us. The 2 for 2 on this panel for
Yeah.
fucking this drama community. That's fucked up.
So, you know,
And
I
I'm
mean,
a strong motherfucker. Like I literally don't give a fuck anymore. Like for a minute, I was a little affected, and my whole thing, the way I grew up, I'll fight you. Like I was ready to fight. Like they're all talking, oh, too black, he got bullied. No, no, no. I'm a fucking street fighter. I'm a scrapper. Like people in real life around me know it, you know? And so they can talk all the shit on the internet in the world they want. I literally don't give a shit because everywhere I've gone, I've had my ups, I've had my downs, and I come back.
Right.
And I come back in a new way and something that I always wanted to do, like booking Styles P in front of 50,000 people in the Boston Common. Like
awesome.
that was the shit that people still talk about what I did on that Hemp Fest. And I think back on it. It's just like I created a fucking movement that didn't exist. And we changed the law 3 times in the state. Nobody can take that away from me. And I have a lot of that in my life over and over and over again. So I literally don't give a fuck. And you know what, dudes? I'm 5'10". I'm not afraid of a dude who's 6'2", 6'3". I'm not. If they don't know how to fight, if they've never done any MMA, I am not afraid. I fought those dudes. You know, if it's a 6'2" guy that weighs 240 and he knows how to fight, okay, I'm backing up. But if you don't know how to fight, you don't know how to scrap, you've never been on the mat for fucking 6 months to a year even, you're done. Even out of shape me, I will. So they can talk all the trash. That's the school I come from. Like, I am not afraid. It's funny. They say I'm cry fit. I think I made you cry. I think I made a lot of you cry because you love me so much. And then oh, my old Turtle. Oh, he went against Turtle. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you. And that's the way I am with these people. They get all mad that I block them. It's like, when I block you, it's because you mean nothing in my life. Like there's literally nothing you're offering me. Yeah. So why should I keep you there? Like it's a privilege to be around me, the way I feel.
But I just want to add to this, and then we'll get into some of the
Go ahead. I'm getting fired up today. I'm sorry. I'm getting
right. No, it's all right. I just want to add to this, and that's why I go back to and I'm very curious about this, and I hope that her and I can have some type of conversation at some point down the line. But I go back to Jess's and Aiden's conversation, the kind of the breakup stream, you know, like everybody said. And she said, when he talked about, oh, how would you feel about if, he unalived himself? And she said, I can say so much right now. I'm always wondering, she's like, she kept saying, I can say so much right now. I could say so much right now. I'm always wondering what that was. Was there a direction? Was there someone directing you behind the scenes to make you do the things that you did? And listen, it is what it is. You know what I mean? She's out on her own now. She's cultivated her audience. I think that's, if that's great, if the stuff that she wants to do it's cool. But the way that I looked at it, and I've always said this, is that when I met her through trial 1, and I'm talking about Jess here, when I met her through trial 1 and trial 2, I looked at her for her journalism. It was spot on. It was great. And I wanted to showcase that talent. And that's why I brought her up on my streams. And I thought that we had really great chemistry when we did those streams. And then when trial 2 came around, I didn't see anybody that was bringing her up in the show. So that's why I reached out to her and said, hey, we did great during trial 1. I'd like to have you back for trial 2, because I know that you're going to be in the courtroom. And I think that you have some value to bring out to the people and give their perspective, what was going on inside that courtroom. And that's really all I really wanted to do. And it was like, okay. And now I just sat here and I got attacked by someone that I thought that, we were heading in the right direction with, but it's neither here or there. Maybe someday
I'm going to say something on her. I think she could do with what we said, therapy. Like, I'm not bashing Jess by saying that. I've had therapy twice now. Once when I was 19 and once during this fucking drama. And you have too, Brian. I think it's good. I think Jess has some talents. She definitely does. She knows how to keep people engaged. She's got some talents, but I think she needs to work on herself a little bit. And I think therapy would help her immensely. I think she has a lot of childhood traumas, just like I do, just like a lot of us. Brian, I know, Brian, So I think that would be helpful for her. I mean, if I have to pick between her and Aiden, I'm picking her.
I'm picking her.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
she had me below the line. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. I don't care. She
Maybe
called
you're
me
up above the
trash.
line now.
She tried to get me fired from Howie. I mean, that's the one that kind of bothered me for a little while. And it wasn't because like I was afraid to lose the Howie thing. Like it doesn't
Right.
really matter. Like it's not a big moneymaker for me. It'd be less work. It just the whole thing about that bothered me is on a personal level. Like I would never do something like that to her. That's why I was like kind of like, what the fuck is she doing that
Yeah.
for? Like that just but
Yeah.
I'm over it, even that, because when I look at all of this stuff, I recognize that I did a lot of shit too, probably. Not probably, I did. I did a lot of shit
Yeah.
because of this is a cult and people get caught up in the cult mentality and you do stuff that you normally wouldn't do. A lot of people will say she's trashy before that. I get that. I get she hasn't been nice to a lot of people. She's got issues, but at the same time, I'm saying go Machado because she's
I'm
doing
rooting for her.
damage to them, and go Machado. Like, don't let them fuck with you because you're winning. Machado
Yeah,
is
you are.
fucking winning against them.
She is. She is. All right, let's just do a couple of these, and then I want to switch gears. We'll go into Karen Reed here, Mike. And again, I want to thank Mike from the Young Jerks popping up. Like, this is kind of our part 2 stream. We had a great time going through the Doughboy the other day. That was fucking hilarious, by the way. Brian Hale, thanks for becoming a new member. I appreciate it. Sent the $5 super chat. He said, "Hey, Mike and LTL, keep your consistent streams together. They like when we're together. The cream always rises to the top. Just stay constant, guys." Yeah, we're gonna do a lot more of these. What the Duck over on the Young Jerks gifted 5 Young Jerks memberships. Thank you, What the Duck. Appreciate that. Nan Gallagher, attorney Nan Gallagher, great friend of mine, sweetheart, love her to death. She popped in, sent me a $49.99 super chat. Said, "You both are exceptional men. Great proponents of justice. Proud to call you friends." Thank you, Nan. Appreciate it. And Brian coming back over the top again with a 10 says, "Guys, the turtle will have the answer to the guys now." Brian, you helped TV when he had 3 meals and a cot. No loyalty. That's a pretty good point. And I went there and I went to his team and said, "Can I help? Is there anything we can do?" And I just kept saying, "We got to just keep making content on that channel for him. You know, let's just make some content." And I worked with Lauren, his merchandise manager behind the scenes. We put together a lot of great ideas. Went to her. She would map everything out. I'd say, "This is what we should do." She would do the thumbnail. We mapped the show out. We would go through it, did the shows. I think I did like 7 or 8 over there. They all fucking hated me, Mike. But by that last stream, I earned the respect over there. And I just said it was all about him. And I think one of the nights we did a fundraiser over there, I think we got like 7 or 8 grand in for him. And it was just a cool moment to go over and just help out. That's all I wanted to do was help out. And this is how I got treated in the end. But no more, never more. That's it, you know? And then witnesses Machado getting her car repoed, shaking my fucking head. But anyway. Let's get into Karen Reed stuff, Mike.
Definitely.
How's the new speaker working? Is it good?
How's the what?
How's the new speaker working?
Oh, I freaking love it. I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. It's just like,
So
I
much
feel like a
better.
new man. I got a haircut. I'm on high def camera. I got my speaker, no headphones, no more cauliflower ear. Oh man, I'm loving it. Thank you, Brian. You hooked me
of
up because
course.
I had that speaker for a while and I didn't set it up. And you told me how easy it was. I pulled it out and I plugged it in and it worked right away.
Right. So CBS News, Mike, says, quote, "Classic retaliation against witnesses. McCabe, Alberts asked federal judge to dismiss Karen Reed lawsuit." And I'm going to kind of summarize here the article for everybody, and we'll talk about it. But if anybody wants to check this out, I'll drop it in. But it says the Karen Reed federal civil lawsuit is facing its major legal challenges as several defendants asked the federal judge to dismiss the claims against them. Reed is suing former Mass State Police investigator and several people connected to the gathering at 34 Fairview Road, including Brian and Nicole Albert, Jennifer and Matt McCabe, and Brian Higgins. She alleged they worked together to frame for the death of John O'Keefe, steering investigators away from what may have happened inside the home. The recent federal court hearing was not about deciding who killed O'Keefe. Instead, Judge Denise Casper was asked to determine whether Reed's allegations are legally strong enough to move forward into discovery, depositions, and possible trial. The Alberts, McCabe's, Higgins argue that Reed is retaliating against witnesses because they spoke with police and testified during her criminal case. Their claim, their conduct is protected under the Massachusetts anti-SLAPP law and that Reed was not provided enough specific facts to prove that knowingly participated in a conspiracy with law enforcement. Reed's attorney argued that the lawsuit is based only on testimony. They claim that the defendants took part in a broader effort to coordinate stories, conceal evidence, and redirect investigation towards Reed before courtroom testimony occurred. Lieutenant Brian Tully is also asking to be dismissed from the case. His attorney argues that Tully cannot be responsible simply because he supervised former trooper Michael Proctor, and that Reed has not shown that Tully personally directed or approved any misconduct. And I really want to talk about that section here in a second. Judge Casper only not immediately issued a ruling. She could dismiss the entire case against certain defendants, allowing some claims to continue, or give Reed another opportunity to revise part of her complaint. The decision is significant because if the lawsuit survives, Reed's attorney could gain access to internal court records, communication, and sworn depositions involving the defendant. If the claims are dismissed, Reed's federal case could be weakened before discovery begins. What do you think, Mikey? And I think it's funny here that Tully's asking this to just be dismissed and just go, oh, well, I was just a supervisor. No, you're just as responsible. And that's why you should be responsible, because you know why? You are the supervisor and you should have known about this shit. And I'm going to say, allegedly, you probably did know about this shit. But anyway, Mike, what do you think?
Well, it's funny because I'm a person with experience in defamation law now, and winning dismissals as a defendant. I won a defamation dismissal. I was sued this year. We won our dismissal. I tried an anti-SLAPP. We lost the anti-SLAPP. So for me, I just think all of these anti-SLAPPs are going to fail. I don't see any of them actually working. Maybe in Tully's case in a way, because, he's in his official duties and all that. Like, I guess you could say anti-SLAPP might qualify there, but I just don't think they're going to win, period. Like, I don't think any of the civil cases are getting dismissed, whether it's Aiden, Karen, or, the federal here. I think if anything, the federal, they might have the best chance of dismissal, honestly, due to the fact that their argument, but I think they said a lot of shit. It seems like they said a lot of shit, whether it was in text, in interviews, on the street, when they were confronted. I just don't think this is going to get dismissed. I don't think so. Anti-SLAPP is very hard to win. Anti-SLAPP is a higher threshold, and basically it has to be about government public participation. It has to be like, they said something during an election campaign, at a debate, or they said something while they were testifying before the State House. That would be protected speech, anti-SLAPP, but everything else really isn't. And my case, the one I won, where I won dismissal of the charges but didn't win the anti-SLAPP, was very similar, because these guys they had some government backing, the guys that were suing me. They got $50,000 from the city of Boston. They were championed by the State Cannabis Control Commission. Like, they had a lot of government backing, the people that were suing me. And I won dismissal on the defamation, but I didn't win the anti-SLAPP. And I just don't think they're going to win the anti-SLAPP dismissals on any of them, on any side. But who knows? You never know what a judge. That's the thing. The reason my attorney told me right off the bat, he's like, we should win this dismissal right away. But anti-SLAPP, we're probably not going to win, but we should try it. And he said, the reason I can't guarantee you anything is it always depends on what the judge thinks. How well does the judge know the law? What kind of judge do we get? And as soon as we had a judge that knew the law, we knew we were going to win dismissal and lose the anti-SLAPP, because she knew the law. And so that's the wild card. You never know. That's why they're going to do these anti-SLAPPs. You just never know how a judge is going to react to things. But that's my opinion. I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think they're getting dismissed. I think we're going to go forward with civil suits on all sides. And I can't remember which attorney, but one of the attorneys, maybe it was Nan, that came on the show and said, what's wild about all this stuff is that we could actually have different results in different courtrooms. Like, maybe imagine if the House defendants won on the federal side, but then Karen won on the state side, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, we could have like a split decision. I mean, this is a tough, the details are really difficult. Like even for us, people still come at us about, is Karen innocent? Is Karen guilty? I don't like arguing that stuff. I'm not a murder she wrote guy. I'm not trying to solve the case. I've never been like that. I've never been CSI. I'm not trying to be a fake private investigator online. You know what I mean? But it's just, I just don't think that they're getting dismissed. That's my point.
I think, and the funny thing about it is, like, I know where I stand on Karen Reed. I know that she had nothing to do with killing John O'Keefe. That's where I stand. Okay, that's my opinion. I followed the evidence. I looked at the facts. Went through both trials. There's nothing there that shows me that she killed him. And it's funny.
It's funny because I don't consider myself a private investigator, but the one thing I always, common sense, the hardest thing I have to get over on anyone who says Karen is guilty is all those people left the house and they never saw John on the front lawn.
Yeah.
Like I that to me is the part that I just can't get over. It's just like, they win me on some of their points, the antis, but then you get to that point and it's just like, nobody can explain that. How did you drive by a body and not see it? All those different cars leaving the house.
It's John's arm for me, and just the connection to the dog, and it's just, it doesn't add up, and that's why I always just lean so much more. And then just a lot of the other data that we saw, and just watching the recreations, and it just doesn't add up to me. And I just know automobiles. I've been around automobiles my whole life, and I'm like, there's no fucking way that a light would explode like that. You'd have to hit a brick wall, and we saw that in the demonstrations, that it would have to be an insane amount of force to really make it do what it did. But
it would have to be something that's like planted. Like
Right.
That's the thing, like a rock or a wall, like you said. It's got to be something that can't be pushed aside like a body. Like John's body would have glanced off of it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. Even on their whole thing, it was a glancing shot. Well, that even makes it even harder to break.
I know.
Like, like it would be one thing if his legs were planted and they got stuck in the mud or something, or they got run over, and then that, you know what I mean? Then I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking, but it doesn't make any sense. You're right. That's the other thing. It's just the body and the car, they don't match up. Doesn't make sense.
But I think a lot of it too is like, and you kind of talked about this the other day with all of the attacks that have been going on. I think that's what stirred up the whole, like, is Karen really innocent or guilty? And then you're starting to see people like do this flip-flop thing.
Flipping.
I think it's just because of all the bullshit.
It's natural. This is what I went through the first break I took on this shit. It's because Aiden Carney, he's poisoned the well. When you start doubting all the shit that he's been spoon feeding you for fucking 2.5, 3 years, and then you look back on it, you say, hey, maybe he was wrong about Karen too.
Yeah.
This is human. This is why he's actually not the best spokesperson. Sean McDonough used to say this to me a lot. He'd say, Mike, imagine if it was you or somebody like you instead of Aiden. There wouldn't be as much drama. There wouldn't be as many antis. There would be no Kate PETA. There would be none of that shit. It would just be straight up reporting what's going on. And that's the problem with Aiden. He got way too involved. And I fucking, from the beginning, the first night I did a fundraiser for Karen emailed me, said, thank you. I might have responded and said, oh, thank you for, messaging me or whatever. But I did not follow up with her. I think she even sent me a message about something, and I just let it be because I didn't want to get too close, because I know how this shit works. When you get too close to a side, you can get co-opted, whether it's one side or the other. And I want to be impartial, unbiased, and just move by the facts of the case. And that dude doesn't do that. He's not a good advocate. That's what I think you're crazy if you're looking for help now and you go to that guy.
Yeah, I say this, I fortunately got pretty close, and I developed a relationship with Karen's brother Nathan, and got to be around him and have a lot of conversations. So, I felt privileged enough that they would let me kind of into their inner circle. And, I spent a lot of time around them in trial 1, especially not as much in trial 2, because I think a lot of the buffer zone stuff and that kind of kept a lot of people away. And but I get to see a lot and have a lot of conversations during trial one. I went back to David Yanetti's office between breaks multiple times and got to kind of be on a fly on the wall and saw how that team operated. And I'm ever so thankful that I was able to have that kind of access, during extremely stressful times for Karen. I mean, you could see it, you could really see it. But those attorneys worked in so much unison, and to kind of see the conversations that they would have about testimony and how testimony was going, throughout the trials on those lunch breaks. And they never faltered once. I never felt like they were nervous. They never felt like, oh, they got us on that one or anything. Like, they were so fucking confident. And that's really, where you can kind of let your hair down a little bit, because you're not in front of anybody. You're not in front of the media. You're not in front of people. And you could be like, fuck, like, we shouldn't have said that, or fuck, we shouldn't have done that. It was not any of that. They were full confident. And, I'm not going to reveal any of the details that they talked about, but they had full confidence. And it was it was great to be a fly on the wall during those times. But I don't know. It's just fucking wild 3 years, man. It's been a wild 3 years, and I've met the best of people, and I've met some pretty shitty people too. But
a lot of shitty people, I will say. I mean, I'd like to focus on the good people, because we have met a lot of good. Now we know who the good people are too. That's the funny thing.
Yeah,
we really do. The wheat has been separated from the chaff, or whatever that phrase is. It's so true. Yeah. It's just like that's the reality of this. The problem for being a YouTuber sometimes, especially you talked about therapy and not reacting so much and things like that, but the chat, it's right there. There's always, you can have 100 people saying you're great, and then you see that one comment and it just pisses you off because you've heard it 1,000 fucking times, and it's all bullshit. And it's like, it's funny. It's just, that's the reality of this. And, I kind of like the haters now. I do. Because it's like, you care so much that you call me Cryford. I made you fucking cry. I mean, that's what it is. The fucking nice Mike made you cry. Why? Because he stood up for something. Like, wow, I've actually exposed how fucking fraudulent you are. I mean, that's really what's going on here. The reality of it.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's been kind of a wild road, and I don't know. Where does it go from here? I mean,
Well, I think we're going to see trials. I mean, tomorrow. Yeah, this is funny. We're going to see a motion to dismiss tomorrow, 9 a.m. How many times has it been delayed now?
Yeah, it's been a while.
What do they call this? Are they still calling it the mega motion? Is it still called the mega motion?
I don't know.
Are they still running with that one? I mean, I think this is toilet paper. Expensive toilet paper. It costs a lot of money. Probably the most expensive toilet paper ever. But I think that's exactly what this judge is going to do. He's going to treat it like it's toilet paper. And I don't think it sets a good precedent for the defense going forward. Because reading a lot of it, it's just a bunch of fucking soap opera bullshit. Like crying about Kate Peter. And it's one-sided. It's like, dude, don't sit there and pretend like, oh, she's so obsessed with me. Dude, you talked about it every night on your fucking show for years. Like, that's the thing. Like, his lawyers, I thought he had adults. Like, I'm fucking like, and it's funny because I read it and I'm like, this is the fucking defense I told them to go with a fucking 2 years ago. And it's like, and looking at the details, I would have fucking scuttled that defense too, because there's nothing to it. Like, I used to really think, oh, he's going to get off because of Kate Peter and this and that and that. It's like, dude, you recorded yourself doing this shit. You can't cry setup when you recorded yourself doing it. Like, before Kate Peter was there, you were already doing the roll and rally.
Yeah.
Like, Kate Peter didn't force you to do the roll and rally. Like, that's what I thought they were going on First Amendment. What happened to that?
Yeah, and then
now it's Kate Peter's fault. It's a setup. It's Kate Peter. Michael. I do think it's shady. I will say, I want to just, because they're going to come back at me. I think it is shady that Tully was still involved in, prosecuting Aiden, because, if you have an independent prosecutor, you should have state police outside of the ones you've already attacked. But I don't know. I mean, I think that might be the best chance of dismissal, is that Tully's involved in Aiden shit. But I'm not buying that these judges, like, I don't see any judge that I've watched so far that's like, wow, this guy is really about the First Amendment and he sees that he's going to. I don't see that happening. I see these judges behind the scenes, when they take their robes.
You don't think they're talking?
Yeah. And I think they know exactly who he is and what he's about and how he's weaponized the system. I think they're well aware of what he just did to Meredith. I think they're well aware. And if they're not well aware, by the time this goes to a jury, they're all going to be well aware. That's the thing. All his past prior acts, you turtle riders, how are you going to feel when 40 people show up and testify about how much of a fucking mother effer this guy has been to them? And they go through the stories. And the stories are grotesque when you look at them. Like, a lot of them are really disgusting shit that you can't even believe. And the turtle riders, so they don't believe it. But it's facts. Like, this guy has a fucked up history. And I got to say to these law tubers, are you fucking dumb? You think this short money's worth it? What are you going to be doing in 5 years when people are still talking about how you rode for Turtle Boy till the very end? You stood by Jim Jones. You stood by Alex Jones to the fucking end.
Well, speaking about Alex Jones, we'll get there in a second. But that's a good segue, Mike. I like that. I see what you did there. But I wanted to just say this too, and then you look at the two dynamics where you look at how, Karen's been kind of handling this and how, Aiden's been kind of handling this. Karen's been pretty quiet and just handling this through her attorneys, where you see things on the other side where it's just like the constant, thrashing and talking. And I'm like, bro, that's like, it's probably not the best thing right now to help, considering the situation that you possibly could be in. I mean, that's just my, it's my opinion. But I mean, how do you feel about that? You think Karen's, really handling this the right way, just going through the attorneys, using her attorneys? What do you see? What do you see in that, Mike? Oh, you're muted.
Before I do that, do you mind if I go after a troll real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a troll on X who's saying, I'm pissed because I only have 8 people watching me. We get a lot more than 8, bro. Are you mad about that? I mean, we have just on the YouTube. I have like I got almost like 300 watching me live just on the one platform, just on YouTube. Never mind what I get on X and Facebook and my 2 Facebooks.
But this is like the funny thing about it.
And my Twitch and my LinkedIn. Like, people are crazy. Like,
this is what
I want to know
about it. This is what I want
PD10. How many people do you think would watch you if you went live? Like, I'm making a living off of this, bro.
But this is what
PD10. I'm at my bot. Like, my numbers have gone down, and I bottomed out, and I'm coming back up. And even at my lowest bottom, I still made more than enough to pay my bills, bro. And I didn't have to lie, cheat, steal, or try to ruin anyone. I feel fucking great, bro. You think I'm pissed about that? PD10, I wish you that kind of life. I wish you could do what you want to do, wake up in the morning and help people and not lie, not steal, not sell them even, I'm not even selling somebody a watch they can't afford or a car, which isn't a bad thing. It's not that, like, selling someone a watch they can't afford or a car they can afford is not the worst thing in the world. But I don't even have to do that, bro. I don't even have to sell fucking life insurance anymore. I just fucking sit at home, fucking help people, and love what I do. So you think I'm pissed at that? You're a fucking idiot. You are so dumb. You are so low IQ. And I love how jealous you are. Be that jealous and keep watching. Keep talking about what I'm doing. I love it. I love that for you, bro. Instead of doing anything great with your life, focus on how great my life is. I really appreciate that. So you were asking me about Karen. Let's get back to Karen.
No, I
think you're right on this. I think you're mostly right on this with Karen. I think looking at some of the shit that's come out recently, I think Karen did play a little bit too much with Turtle Boy. I do. I think that's why she might be in some trouble, and I fucking hate to see it. I hate to see what I'm seeing. But at the same time, you make a very valid point. Karen's listening to her attorneys. Karen's not going on fucking shows every night and talking about how this guy's gay who's suing her.
The attorney.
She's not fucking calling people trash bags and whores and I'm going to put you in a hole and all my ex-supporters, I fucking hate you. She, like, this guy, dude, do you know, Turtle, when you come after me and JFK and LTL, you know some of those people on your jury in Norfolk County, like me, They like JFK. They like Brian. Like, you're a fucking idiot, bro. You need every fucking bit of support you can have, and you talk shit every night. And that's why I question these lawyers. Like, I'm not an attorney, but I just say, Jesus Christ, how are they letting him just do this? It's stupidity. I don't get it. I don't get why they think this is good for them. I mean, I think what they're hoping for is that they get a turtle rider on the that's their only hope. They got one turtle rider on the jury, or they bully enough witnesses, they're in on it. I mean, if that's weakness. That is weakness. And what Karen and her lawyers are really good at is basically shutting the hell up, mostly. You know, sometimes they'll do some major media, but they're not doing the type of shit I'm talking about. And they let it play out in court. And I feel like the reason why Karen was found not guilty is because she had good lawyers. She had a good defense. We helped fund it. And they argued the evidence, and the evidence wasn't there to convict her. There was a lot of dirt on Proctor, you know? So what happens in court is more important than what this clown is saying on his show every night. And that's the thing. That is a big difference between the two of them. And that's why, for me, it's much easier to just say, fucking Turtle Boy's an idiot and Karen isn't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just wouldn't be in my best practice to go after the attorney that's helping the side that's suing you, and you're calling them.
Oh, he's like calling him gay. I mean, that's like 5-year-old shit too. It's like, dude, wasn't this guy a school teacher? Like, didn't he? Was that all fake, bro? Did you call the kids gay? Like, were you calling the other teachers gay? Like, fucking, what is wrong with you? You're 40 plus years old. You have fucking young kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're calling the guy suing you gay. Like,
that's going to be the legacy. That stuff's going to be cemented in time, and you got to think like future, especially if you have kids, like that stuff that they're going to have to deal with. And that's just my opinion. I mean, usually if you're a parent and you're doing something that could affect down the road, it's going to affect some way, you know? So I don't know. Hey, what do you think about this Karen Reed movie that just got announced by kind of like Matt Damon was out there like, yeah, we're working on a movie. What do you think about that? How do you think they're gonna portray this? Do you think it's just gonna be all Karen, or are we gonna encompass everything that kind of went on with, like, you know, the creators and stuff like that?
I think it depends on who's behind the project. Like, it looks like Karen because Nick Rocco posted something that indicated it's likely Karen involved in this. So I have a feeling it's Karen. And I think it's going to be Karen Reed's story. And I think it will be phenomenal if it gets made. I mean, that's the question. Does it get, development isn't fully produced and done and sold and all that. But having Matt Damon attached to it, which is also, Matt Damon's company is Ben Affleck's company too. This is a joint company. So I think if anyone's going to get a major Hollywood movie made about it, it's going to be Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and the two Boston guys. And I love it because I'm a local guy. I like the two guys from Cambridge to cover this who are really smart. Like, that's the thing. Like, these guys are smart guys. Like Ben Affleck, I don't know if you've seen some of his interviews. He's a fucking everyone already knows Matt Damon's smart. He played the smart guy in Good Will Hunting, right? But fucking Affleck is really high level smart guy. He's got some flaws, I think he's worked through them, but these guys are very gifted. They're good actors, and the big thing on them, they're huge storytellers. Like the way they did that Town movie, the Ben Affleck movie, The Town. Even there was that one scene that is just so memorable where the cop looks over and the guy's in the mask and the cop's like, fuck this, and looks. I mean, that scene is so realistic and good and clear what's going on without even a lot of commentary, like any words spoken. And that was real. Like, that was something that Ben Affleck, talking to a bank robber, told the story. And apparently that was based on real life. Something like that actually did happen in real life. And that's what these guys do. They talk to their subjects and they find these little nuggets of reality. That's what you want. You want reality. You want something that's Hollywood stylized, but it's reality. There's a nugget of truth there. And I think that's what they're really good at on their movies, whether it was good, Will Hunting or some of the other movies they've done. So I think this is phenomenal for Karen. And I think it's a good headline grabber. I think like that shit helps way more. Just having Matt Damon say it on national television, every newspaper in town picks it up, is way more helpful than a guy doing the Jim Jones, Kool-Aid shit, yelling about somebody's gay on their show on Saturday night. Like that's not helpful. But Matt Damon, very helpful. That is helpful to Karen.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're gonna like what it will be. I wonder if it's gonna be just more like about I don't know. Is it going to be more about like just the intimacy part and the relationship part of John and Karen, or are they going to encompass like more of the whole thing, kind of like we saw in the what the hell was it, the made for
Lifetime
TV
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like will be a version of that.
The
Or are we gonna
problem
get
with
more
that stuff,
deeper into the
it's so
relationship?
hard to tell the whole story because there's so much of the story.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Alan Jackson, Karen Reed are going to be a big part of this, so I have a feeling the story's going to focus a lot about that. It might be courtroom drama with some flashbacks to John and things like that. But these guys are good at picking out a story. Like, and that's the thing. I think it might be not even the whole story. It might just be a certain angle of the story. Like, who knows? And that's what's going to be so interesting. And that's why I started making phone calls. You know, there's an author I know who we kind of came up to, you know, under some of this, you know, around some of the same people. Dig Boston, for instance. His name's Dave Wedge. He used to work for the Herald. He's written a bunch of books, major books. One of them got turned into a big movie with Mark Wahlberg. I think it was what's that movie? Patriots Day. Patriots Day. That movie. He wrote that book that the movie was based on. He's got a book on Karen coming out next week. So I was hitting him up, and I was like, "Are you working with Matt Damon?" Like every time there's an announcement like that, I hit him up, and so far I haven't heard anything. So who knows? It'd be interesting to see. Who's is it on a screenplay? Is it Karen's story? Is Alan involved? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to say. I can't wait to find out actually. And I hope it gets made because I want to see this movie. And even if we aren't included, I don't expect any of us to be included. But it'd be nice if we like I had a Boston premiere or something. We all got invited. We got to meet Matt Damon. That would be pretty cool. That would be cool. I'd be like, how about them apples?
Cam says Matt said it would be the early part of Karen. Sarah says police corruption will be central. I actually agree. And then what the duck says, I think it will be the corruption angle, which would be really good. How did you feel about the Lifetime thing? I think it was all right. Thought it was all right. I like I like all the little nuggets they put in there to kind of represent all the little creators that, you know, we kind of picked out the little Easter egg things. That was kind of funny.
I think it was pretty good considering they threw it together very quickly. It was thrown together like they made it in like a weekend, and the actress had no time to prepare. She got cast on Friday. On Saturday, she was acting in it. Like, so that actress, like, and to find out that she's David Cassidy's daughter was like, wow. Like they paid. I thought that was the best thing about the movie. Actually, is I thought she did a very good Karen Reed, and she's like Hollywood royalty. I mean, David Cassidy for boomers, anyways, and even some of us Gen Xers. Like David Cassidy was a big friggin' deal back in the day. He was like Justin Bieber. Like David Cassidy was that big back in the 70s. So to have somebody like her, you know, the daughter of David Cassidy acting as Karen Reed, that was pretty interesting, and I think she did a good job actually, considering. But I think it needs more than a Lifetime movie. I think Ben Affleck or Matt Damon. That's real Hollywood. That's like a real, and not only is it just Hollywood, it's like these are the young, smart guys in Hollywood that actually like, they love movies. Like Ben and Matt aren't, like there's a lot of Hollywood stars out there who are they're just doing this for the money and the fame. Ben and Matt love movies. They love acting. They like directing. They like producing. They like telling stories. There's, like, even if they weren't making millions of dollars, this is what they would do. If they were making 50 grand a year and they could make a living on it, that's what they'd be doing. Like you and I doing these shows, it's like a love, it's a passion. So that's what I'm excited about. You got two people hopefully involved in this who are really gonna, you know, they love movies. They like, this is what they do. They want to tell the stories. And this is Boston. This is Massachusetts, Canton, Mass, right? And so they're gonna want to get this right because they come home, you know, and they're going to hear about it if they don't get it right. So there's going to be some local pride in it, which I like too. So this is a huge win, I think, for Karen, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. And real quick, I'll kind of tell you my favorite part about Good Will Hunting. It's like towards the end of the movie, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are at that work site where they're busting concrete out of the buildings.
Oh
And
yeah.
he says, "Oh," he goes, Damon goes, "Oh yeah, I broke up with my chick," like, and then they just have this moment where, like, Matt Damon's character's like, like, you're gonna fucking waste, like, you're gonna, like, oh, she left and she went out to California, and he's like, he knows that he has this brilliant brain and this talent, and he's like, what do you think, you're gonna spend your life like busting concrete up like these guys, like us, like you have so much more to give to this world. And not that there's anything bad with people busting concrete. It's a very admirable job. But
No, but a lot of us,
goes,
I mean, a lot in life, people do jobs we don't love because we have to, versus doing something that you love or something that you're gifted at, where a lot of us have gifts, but we never know how to really utilize them. So that is a great message in that end of the movie.
To him, he goes, so what do you think you're gonna do? And he was like, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna keep working with you. Why would I leave my buddies? And he goes, if I fucking wake up tomorrow and you're here, it's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Kick your ass.
Like,
I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Get out of here.
Get the hell out of here. Come back. Come back at Christmas and tell us how great you're doing, motherfucker.
I love that.
Yeah. That's a real friend, though. Again, that's a real friend.
Yeah.
Because a shitty friend would be a shitty friend. I mean, we've seen this a lot. They'd be like, yeah, come fucking bang rocks with me and we'll be miserable and we're going to get drunk at noon every day. Fucking yes. Like, a lot of friends would be like that. Like, there are a lot of fucking shitty friends out there that they'll be happy to bring you down. My friend Robbie Roadsteamer, who does really well on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and all that, he calls them balloon pullers. He said, don't get around those people that pull your balloons down because their life sucks and they want you to be miserable with them. They get jealous when they see their friends going out. And there's a lot of that out there. You see that a lot.
Definitely.
If you have a real friend, that elevates you like that, treasure it. Yeah. Because that's rare. And now they actually do love you.
Let me get to some of these super chats. Young Jerks on the channel. Young Jerks, $10 super chats. Much appreciation for both you and Mike. It's good to be able to talk and laugh about all of this. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes we just got to let this out. I know a lot of people got like mad that we're doing this today. Oh, they're like, Brian, you're so much better than this. Like, I don't do this all the time. I don't do this. I haven't really done any of this, but I said there was a lot of things that we wanted to address and talk about. And especially, with the ramping up the civil trial and, Aiden's trial in December, these are things that we wanted to just kind of come on and talk about today.
That stuff bugs the shit out of me lately. Because it's like, you're better than this. What? Better than telling you how we feel?
Right.
And informing you about reality? Like, you don't want to be informed reality? Brian and I have unique perspectives and unique insight backed by being around all these people. Like, a lot of you at home haven't had conversations on the phone with Aiden.
No, I know who they all
you
are.
Haven't hung, we know these people. Yeah. We know them. And we know Alan Jackson. We know David Yannetti. We know these people. We know who they are. Like, not just on YouTube, not just the interviews, in person, in real life.
Yeah.
So when you say that shit, it's like, what, you don't want us to do a show today? You want us just to friggin' talk about the Red Sox or some shit? Like, I don't get it.
Which is fucking kicking ass, by the way. Where they just win like 14 games in a row. But and even like the creators, like, I know a lot about them behind the scenes. Yeah. A lot of the scumbag shit they've done and what they've done to people. People have told me a lot of stories. I know some fucking stories that have not been put out there that I know a lot about.
A lot of shit's not going to age well. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not worried about how my shit ages. And I'm not worried about shit coming out about me because they threw everything they could at me. I mean, look at what they said about me. He picks up dog shit for a living. Like that. They had to come after what I do for work. It's more of a hobby now too, by the way. But still, like, going after what I like. Really? I'm a dog walker and that's bad. Oh, that's my worst. I didn't steal, rob, or get arrested. No, he works for a living. How dare he work? And then they said, oh, his girlfriend's older than him. Like, seriously? Like, that's what you have against me. I mean, like, Like, oh, so you mean I don't have 10 criminal cases against me in Massachusetts and another one in New Jersey and maybe another one in California and multiple civil suits, and I don't have 5 ex-girlfriends that I've started drama with and attacked for fucking months on my shows? Like, literally, you're coming after me for working for a living, and then you ignore all that drama. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's what I say to a lot of this audience. I get mad at them. They throw something in my messages. I say, fuck you. And then I block them. And that's why. Because you are the weakest fucks I've ever been around. And you can't bring me down to your level. You know? I'm up here. Anymore. I'm 50-something years old. I worked hard to get here. You're not fucking my head up.
It just doesn't work.
You know, my life is always going to be good. It's always going to be good. That's it. Like, and that's a mental thing. Like, I'm not even letting you infect because you guys are losers. You are losers.
It doesn't
say I cry. You're crying. You're crying. You're crying because we're telling the truth about your because we don't like your scumbag. That's why you're crying. I mean, it's just, sorry, bro.
No, it just doesn't work anymore. Like you look at the fucking the guy that dips his fingers in the tuna can and wipes it on.
God!
Meal. Like that guy, like his.
Cryford. Can you do the imitation again? It's fucking ridiculous.
It doesn't work.
I think they talk about how we have no viewers. We get more super chats than he does.
Yeah, I got a lot today.
Yeah,
that's what they really hate.
Every show that I'm doing, every show that I've been doing lately, I've been getting super chats. Even it's funny, even the shows like sometimes I'll do like a Ticketmaster show. Like no one cares about that shit, unfortunately. I want people to care. I'll get like 25, 50 people watching Ticketmaster, and I'm still getting super chats.
I hate it.
Because my people love me. Because they know I'm real. I love it. Like,
Send those super chats. Show them. They hate that.
We already got them coming in today. We already got 10 so far.
A lot of them came in.
Yeah.
Let's look at I'm kind of curious here, Mike, and I've been kind of wanting to go through this, and I want to see. So we
oh Jesus! Oh fuck!
Mr. Ty, who's the lawyer for
oh my God! Look at this guy.
The Alberts. I kind of wanted to see him in action because I have a feeling that someone might jump up on the stand if there's the opportunity to jump up on the stand and be like this. This is how it may be handled. But I've never seen him I've never seen him in action. We're just seeing some of the hearings. But
this is where I need to talk a lawyer because I haven't been through a defamation case like this. I know that Aiden is gonna get deposed, right? But does he have to get on the stand during the trial? Can he plead the fifth? Like he's already. I mean, he talks a big game. Oh, I'm gonna put them on trial. But when he had a chance to testify before, he pled the fifth.
Yeah.
So that's what I wonder. Is he ever going to actually be on the stand in the civil trials or his own trial? I don't think so. But I don't know about the civil. They might force him. I know in the criminal, he doesn't have to get on the stand. So I don't think he will, even though he claims he will. I don't believe he will on the criminal side. But I wonder on the civil side, like, does he have to get? I don't know. That's weird. I don't know.
I don't know. Is Nan still in here? Maybe she can.
I know.
Let's play a little bit of this. I want to see this.
Yeah. Seated. Then I just need you to state your name, slowly spelling your last name for the record and the town in which you live.
Starting with my last name?
No, just state your name and spell your last name for the record.
Alexander E. Jones, Jones.
I even know his middle name, Emmerich. Alex Emmerich Jones.
Oh, really? Emmerich?
Dude, I follow this guy. Can you stop for 1 second?
Yeah, thank you.
I followed this guy back before September 11th, 2001. And I don't know if people remember Y2K.
Yeah.
He did a War of the Worlds style show back then.
I know.
Sure is attacking. The ATMs are down. The nuclear plants are malfunctioning. And folks, this is the end. We're not gonna. And the next day, it's like nothing happened.
Fine.
Like he's fucking. This is him. That's why I know so much about this guy from years ago. Because I kind of fell for it at first, like a lot of people. But he's just. I always wondered if he wasn't backed by like the CIA or he wasn't a federal like a agent type deal, collecting info on dissidents and shit like that, or encouraging bad things so they could bust people.
Right.
But more recently, I wondered if he wasn't funded by Russia. But I don't know. I mean, I think he's just like the rest of them. This is profitable. To be a liar online, you can make money. And that's it. That's what Candace Owens does. That's what the Turtle does. That's what this guy does. It's just, the more outrageous you are, the more money you make.
Let's play a little bit.
Thank you.
Just let Mr. Jones get situated.
And he got fucked for like $1 billion, Mike.
Yep.
I mean, he got fucking hammered.
He's an alcoholic
Right?
too.
You may inquire.
I don't know if he still is.
Mr. Jones, you're here pursuant to a subpoena today, is that correct?
Yes.
And that's
you were deposed in Connecticut earlier this year, and at that time, I arranged to have a subpoena served on you to assure that you would appear at this trial, correct?
I believe so.
And you could have come to this courtroom at any time since we started if you wanted to, correct?
1.4 billion.
In fact, you know where the courthouse is because you've given press conferences right outside this courthouse yesterday and the day before, correct?
Yes.
But this is the first time you've been in the courtroom. Yes?
Yes.
It's the first time you've been under oath in this
Yes.
case, right? And you understand that the families that I represent brought this case against you about 4 years ago
Yes.
to seek justice from
Look at
this
the
jury
judge
for what
already.
we
See
did
your
to them,
face.
correct?
Yeah.
Look at the judge's face already.
Yeah.
You understand that part weird?
I understand they sued me, yes.
Understand. Would you be surprised that
You understand that?
he's had a lot of issues with ex-wives as well?
Oh, I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
No,
Like
it doesn't surprise
one of them, Kelly was very vocal on Facebook. Kelly Jones. It's funny because I see a lot of parallels. Let's just put it that way. The way that these dudes treat their women and the way they treat their audience.
Yeah.
You can see the parallels. If you're looking, folks, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right, let's play.
I mean, that's an opinion.
Okay. You don't think this is an important case? That's a yes or no, sir.
It's not, I don't really think it is a case. I don't think it is a case.
Okay. There's gonna be a lot of this today. And
Objection, Judge.
All right, so let's iron out the wrinkles now. If you can answer the question with a yes or no, Mr. Jones, answer it with a yes or no. If you don't know the answer, you can say you don't know the answer. And of course, if there's an objection, you'll just wait for me to rule on the objection.
this is an important case, isn't it, Mr. Jones?
I think this is historic.
Mr. Jones, the judge just gave you an instruction
Objection.
to answer the question yes or
Objection,
no.
return to court.
So
All right, can you stop it for 1 second?
I'll
I'm sorry to be going back with these trolls, but I'm fired up today. I want to address every single one of them. This woman, Lisa Graham, gets up here and says, "You treat women very weirdly too, Mike." Lisa, do you know any of my ex-girlfriends or my current girlfriend? How do you know how I treat women? Do I know you? Have I had any restraining orders against me? Have I filed any harassment prevention orders? Have I ever been shot? I mean, no. You know, like, so that's the weird shit that you post. It's like, where is that coming from? Is there any woman online that's making any claims about me that I had a relationship with?
Right.
Never. Every ex-girlfriend I have likes me. Like, so what are you talking about? I treat women very weirdly too. That's the shit that I'm talking about, Lisa. What's up with you, Lisa? I'm wondering how you treat people, because you just dirtied me up, and you're not even specific. What's wrong with you, Lisa?
Jackie says, weirdly, it's such a random description. It is. It's so fucking weird. All right, let's
do this. So the question, Mr. Jones, is it an important case? And the answers that you can give are yes, no, or I don't know.
Yes.
Judge laying down the fucking instructions, huh, Mike?
And of course,
Yeah.
if there's an objection, you'll just wait for me to rule on the objection.
This is an important case, isn't it, Mr. Jones?
I think this is historic.
Mr. Jones, the judge just gave you an instruction
Objection.
to answer the question yes or
Objection,
no.
return to court.
So I would I'll
Should we do it again?
do this. So the question, Mr. Jones, is it an important case? And the answers that you can give are yes, no, or I don't know.
Yes.
You can understand why it would be very important to the families I represent, correct?
Yes.
But it's also important to you, isn't it?
Yes.
Because you've been using this case as a marketing opportunity over the past such.
No.
Mr. Jones, you created a new website on Infowars.com called Kangaroo Court, just so your followers can watch this case, haven't you?
That's not a website.
What would you call a web page on Infowars.com?
It's a page.
Okay, page. Thank you for that correction. There's a web page on Infowars.com that you've titled Kangaroo Court, so that your followers can watch what's happening here, right?
Yes, that's my opinion.
Okay. And why don't we pull up actually Exhibit 504? This is
like this is the thing, Mike. All this, the exhibits and all, you're gonna see all this shit, you know. And that's what I sit here and I go, dude, like last night. You don't think that shit you're saying is being clipped and they're gonna wait?
He knows it is.
That up.
I mean, he's telling them. I mean, that's the thing. He's basically saying, "Oh, you're gonna say that in court." Ooh. He knows they're recording everything. I mean, it's like this is like a 5-year-old. This is 5-year-old bullshit.
Where's attorney saying? Like, why aren't they telling him like fucking?
I guess they just want the money. I just hope that they're ready. I hope his attorneys are ready for the fallout if they lose, because you know that mob that you just watched come after Brian and I, they're gonna do much more damage to you attorneys than they ever did to us. So good luck to you folks. And I would take your kids down off your social media, by the way, if I were you, Mr. Attorney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is what you've cultivated, what you support, it's probably coming back at you now. That's the thing. That's the funniest shit of all. Sorry, go ahead.
Exhibit 504, there's a screen down there for you, Mr. Jones. You see that?
Yes.
Okay, is that the Kangaroo Court page that you've had up and running?
Yes.
Okay, I'd offer it, Your Honor.
No objection.
And you see here, you've been clipping testimony that's been happening in this courtroom over the last
all going to be the same thing, Mike. It's all
I
going to
have
be
not been
pulled up
clipping
like this.
You don't do that yourself. You have your employees do that.
I'm not even directing it.
Oh, okay. So you didn't know that this was happening?
Objection, argumentative.
He really has no employees.
I don't direct.
Unlike
this
Alex
very much.
Jones.
What's that, Mike?
Alex Jones, like really could say, you know, my employees did this and a lot of this stuff because he had employees. I mean, Aiden has one lady, right, that does the social media stuff. Like, is he gonna blame it on her? I mean, that's the thing on Alex Jones. At least he had that out where he could say, "Hey, I didn't do that.
I didn't know about it. My employee."
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
They just know that this is what you want, right?
Objection calls for speculation.
I'm not supposed to talk about the prior rulings.
Excuse me, sir.
So how do I answer why I think something's a kangaroo court if I'm not supposed to say why I think it is?
The question that I just asked you, sir, was whether you knew that your employees wanted to do this, whether they knew that you wanted them to do this.
You do my objection on speculation.
And it's the same rule. And do you understand that question, sir, or do you want this played back or repeated? Because I want to make sure you're answering the question that's
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they agree with me. That's why they put that headline up.
And right above there, as you're saying, watch highlights from the Alex Jones Sandy Hook Kangaroo Court hearings, you're running an ad for Brain Force Plus, right?
Yes.
Order today, right? This is what you're showing your audience. The next generation of advanced neural activation and nootropics. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And how much is that going for on InfoWarsStore.com right now with the sale?
I don't know.
And
Bryce, stop that for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I could see him saying, "How much is that free Karen Reed sweatshirt right there? How much did you sell that for? How much profit did you make from that? How much did you give to Karen?" Like, I could see him asking that same question about. He asked him about the Nootronic, you know, because Alex Jones sells all these elixirs. He's going to be asking Aiden, "How much money did you make off of this? Is it true you made $1 million each year?"
Yeah, could be.
I could see that totally coming up.
Yep.
This trial started, and you've been calling it a kangaroo court yourself, right?
Yes.
Right. And you've called this judge a tyrant, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you actually use that word a lot with your audience. You call people tyrants, don't you?
Only when they act like it.
Okay. And one way that you've been conveying to your audience that Judge Bellis has been acting like a tyrant is by showing her with lasers coming out of her eyes, right? You know you did that?
I didn't direct that. First time I saw it was in court.
Oh, so you've been watching this?
Yeah, I've been watching.
Okay. You could have just watched from the stage.
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained.
But you've been broadcasting your show during this trial, haven't you?
I have changed some of my show.
Let's pull up 477.
Uh-oh.
Is this full? This should be in already.
It's gonna be a lot like this, Mike.
And what was it, Ron? 477?
477.
I think it's gonna be a lot like this. That's what I said, like just keep walking down that line, walking in that hole.
This is the tyrant you've been telling your audience about, right?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I'm barred from saying why I said it. So
I didn't ask you why.
Oh,
This is the tyrant you've been telling your audience about, right?
I believe.
Sir?
So, Mr. Jones,
Yes.
look at me. Yes, no, or I don't know.
I don't know
The answer is you don't know.
about that. I didn't make that.
This is the tyrant pictured here that you've been telling your audience about, right?
I thought you were asking me again about the image or about me believing this is tyrannical. Can you restate the question, please?
Sure. I'll restate it for the third time for you.
Objection to the comments, move to strike.
This is,
And we have one motion. Okay, thank you.
this picture right here, that's Judge Bellis, correct?
Yes.
Lasers coming out of her eyes, correct?
Yes.
That's who you've been referring to as a tyrant to your audience, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you refer to tyrants to your audience a lot, right?
Some.
Right. Tyrants are people who are going to oppress others and strip them of their freedoms, correct?
That's a common definition.
Right. And you've not just called Judge Bellis a tyrant, but you said that this whole thing, what's happening here, is part of a plot, isn't it?
Objection, motion in limine.
No, not the whole thing. I think the jury's real.
So, can I have that question again?
Yeah, I think what I asked
Don't
Judge,
answer.
Understand.
Thank you.
what you've been telling your audience is that this whole thing is part of a plot, I believe is what I asked.
Objection, motion in limine. Politics.
That's a yes or no.
It's a yes, no, or I don't know, sir.
I
So,
thought there were-
You know what's cool about watching this?
Can we approach briefly?
yes.
Yep. Go ahead.
Is Aiden acts like he's going to go up and he's going to be able to do his show on the stand. And what you're seeing here, and I'm not saying this is going to happen to Aiden, but it very much well could be, is Alex is in this case with the same lawyer suing him that Aiden's getting sued by. He's not able to defend why he posted this stuff. The lawyer's just saying, "Hey, did you post this? Did you say this? Did you say this? We're going to play this clip. You said this, right?" That's all he's asking him. He's not asking him to why you said that.
Right.
He's just showing the jury, "Hey, look at this asshole. Look at what they put. Look what he did." And that's all it's going to be, it looks like, for Aiden. I mean, you're not going to be able to defend yourself and do your show on the stand, bro. You're just going to be, did you call this person a whore? Did you say this about this person? Did you do this? Yes or no, sir? No, we don't want to hear why. Yes or no? I mean...
No, I agree.
And it's going to be a litany of this stuff. Like, that's why I'm saying, Aiden, if I were you, I'd be begging your lawyers to get you a deal, 2 to 5 years. Take 2 to 5 years. I mean, that's for your kids, bro. You're going to risk 10, 20 years in jail? Because I'm telling you, it's possible, bro. I'm not saying it's definitely happening. I'd say 50% he still gets, hung jury. But, geez, if you get convicted and every single person comes out that you fucked over It's going to be a lot of people, and this judge is going to be like, you know what? I could give you 80 years. I'm going to give you 20. That's what's going to happen to you. Maybe you get out in 10. I mean, that's crazy, right? I mean, I don't want to see that. I'm not rooting for this. Like I said, I'm covering this like it's the friggin' zoo.
Yeah,
like, you don't root for the gazelle to get eaten by the tiger, but you watch it and you comment on it, and that's what we do. We're just like National Geographic watching this shit. Because I don't care in the end. No matter what happens, there's going to be good and bad things that happen, and it's not my life. It's your life, Aiden. But geez, bro, I could see this going really bad. And I know we're watching a civil trial here, but I keep thinking about the criminal too, especially because tomorrow the motion to dismiss is happening. Dude, you're fucked. And I understand why you're losing your shit, and the Turtle Riders are mad again and coming at us in the chat even tonight. But and they sit there and say like, "Oh, you're mad because you don't have any views." Dude, I'm not going to jail. I'm not losing my life savings. You know? I have no stress. But the dog I was watching for the weekend just went home, you know? Like tonight, I'm just going to be living it up. I'm living it up tonight. What's Aiden doing tonight?
I think he had some really good people behind him, and you just see like a lot of people that could have helped him sort through a lot of this stuff. And he even had to make a couple of comments last week, like, "Oh, all the people that I ride with are not even really doing anything." It's like he had to kind of, and it was funny because you look at like Will that was going to probably go up against him, and then he got knocked down a few pegs when he got on the show with him, and then look what he's doing today. Oh, I got to do a fundraiser stream, so he gets.
Oh, he's fake as fuck. And as soon as Will gets an opportunity, he will fucking fuck over Aiden. And Aiden will, as soon as he gets an opportunity, will fuck over Will. We know that. And that's the thing about this too. It's like he gave up the true people who actually cared about Massachusetts and cared about justice, cared about the cause, cared about Karen, for a lot of these new people who aren't even here. They were maybe in the audience during the whole thing, and they saw us making money. They saw us getting popular, and they all decided to jump on the bandwagon. And they're still not doing the work. They've never done the work. All they've done is the parasocial relationships and the drama. And hey, if I get Melanie to say something about me nice, I'll get some viewers. Like that's all it's about for them. They don't care. It's about the money. It's about the fame. We didn't get into this. When I got into this, I didn't think I was going to make any money on this. I had no.
If you gave a shit about it, Mike, you would have started a channel 4 or 5 years before this, like I did. Mine started in 2021.
Or 10 years ago. Like
I around on your channel for a long
I started my activism in 2000.
But you see people that like
I've been doing this shit for 26 years, basically.
Yeah. But it's like I was talking about this the other day when we were speaking on the phone. Like you saw a lot of people, which I call like Johnny come latelys. They just, and exactly what you said, they just saw money was coming through. Oh, now I have a channel and they have a channel and this has a channel. And they're not actually pulling like FOIAs or running down through a motion or talking about a particular piece in court. They're not going back over.
No, they're talking about they're either fighting broken.
It's a piece of shit. And LTL is a piece of shit. And
now we're going to go after Jess Machado, and we're going to defend Broken Baker, or we're going to go after I mean, that's all they do now.
Oh, I got to do a petty stream. Do you think that guy really fucking cared about justice, that he's up there doing petty streams? And it was like Aiden had to say, like, you're not even talking about my case. And he's trying to convince Aiden that if I talk about the drama and I do these shows,
you'll get more attention. Yeah, it's good for your brand. Because, your case is kind of boring, man. Nobody really cares because we're all focused on the drama.
Yeah,
we like going after LTL and Mike and JFK. And it's like, yeah, that's helping you. It's helping you when you lose all your local supporters. Yeah. When you lose all the people that actually have relationships with people who are going to be on the jury. When you lose the people who actually have political connections and media connections and law enforcement connections. Like, we actually are respected and liked in the community. Do you think Galera has a lot of real quality support in the community? You think any former law enforcement are like, yeah, the Galera, he's my guy? You think your politicians are like, oh, the Galera? You think Sue O'Connell likes the Galera? Or do you think the Sue O'Connell likes me? Who do you think Howie Carr likes? Who do you think the Boston Herald likes? Who do you think the Boston Globe likes? Not the Galera.
They're like, who's that guy?
I'm somebody that I get respect from the Republicans and the Democrats in the state.
I have
Galera has nobody.
I have
He's
conversations.
got the welfare frauds. You know what I mean? That's the Galera's demographic. The Galera's the demographic. They're on pills. They cheat on their taxes. They got fired from their last job. Like those are the people that follow the Galera.
Yeah. I talk with a pretty well respected mainstream media journalist pretty often in this state. We have private conversations about a lot of stuff and share
Me too.
information. And it was actually that person that reached out to me. And I was like, oh, all right, yeah, cool.
I think I know who you might be talking about, actually. They're big time. And I have a lot of relationships. Yeah. Like I said, I've been doing this since 1999, 2000 is when I got involved in like advocacy, mostly with the cannabis. But I also interviewed a lot of politicians, and I also did advocacy for musicians, and like some of the stories I've even talked about, like with the radio stations and how we got this radio station to play a lot more local music, and we organized the musicians, and we did all this crazy shit. And I got a lot of people in the media and politicians. And they'll hit me up all the time. Like you'd be surprised. And out of the blue, they'll say, "Mike, what do you think about this charity? I see you're covering this, and you're somebody we like and respect. What do you think? Tell us what's going on here. I know Turtle's kind of a dick, but he might be right on this." I heard that a lot during this, a lot. And now they're all like looking at it and like, "Wow, he fucked you over, huh? You were the only one we liked." I hear that a lot. And he wonders why they're not supporting him.
I don't know, man. It's just like I think all the good advice that came that way, it just got dismissed, and the people that were helping and gave good advice, he just didn't want to hear it. He wanted those people gone. And I don't want anybody to go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want people to go to jail. I think that's fucking crazy, but you're a product and a result of your own actions. Like, if you don't start fucking dialing it back, maybe I don't know what, like, I'm just sitting here going, what is this fucking attorneys telling them? Like, they're not behind the scenes going, maybe you probably shouldn't do that. Or is it just like, I don't know. Like, they are saying it and he's like, fuck that, I'm just going to say whatever. I mean, we're not privileged to those conversations, but it's like,
I wonder.
I don't know, man. I think something in the end is definitely going to happen. Like, I don't know. I just have this like weird feeling that something's going to come out of all of this.
What do you think on the trial? Do you think he's going to take a plea deal, or it's going to go to trial?
Personally, I think he would have to go through the trial. It's what he's been saying. Like, I'm going to go to this trial. I'm going to do the trial. And to play that back to the audience, you're going to probably have to do it. As much as maybe you might be sitting there going, fuck, I don't want to go to trial. But he might be kind of forced to now because he's been saying it.
Well, I mean, his audience, what's left of it, will pretty much do whatever he tells them. Like, if he says, literally, we're going to put cyanide in the Kool-Aid, drink the Kool-Aid, a lot of them would. Like, literally. Like, that's how crazy they are, honestly. And, I mean, we saw what they did to Karen. I mean, they all supported Karen until Aiden told them not to. And then as soon as Aiden said, we're back with Karen, they're all back with Karen, just like they did with Lindsay Gattani. And this is what he does over and over again. They just ping pong back and forth between people, no matter what so I feel like they'll go along. I feel like he'll just come up with a story and be like, I had no choice. The system's going to rigged against me. They were going to throw me in jail for 50 years. I had to take a plea. I mean, I don't think in the end that matters, even though I think he'll feel weak. And I think that's really what it's about for him, is he likes to
ego.
He's so fake. He is so fake that he has to lie to himself that he's some tough guy. And I think that's probably the bigger reason, more than the audience, actually. And the fact that he'll feel weak.
How many charges is it again? Is it over
10 charges, 5 felonies, and now it was more. Yeah, it's 5 felonies and 5 misdemeanors. And a lot of those get upcharged because, like, this is why, remember I said I went to mental health therapy, is he was, basically asking me to do things that I felt like were setting me up for a felony, witness intimidation, charges. And when you look into it, felony witness intimidation is one charge, but felony witness intimidation during a murder trial is like a 10-year minimum. Like, that's very serious charges. Not just, a standard witness intimidation isn't that much. You're not looking at 10 years in jail. But all of a sudden in a murder trial, now it's a 10-year charge. So that's why this is fucking...
It's serious
more
shit.
serious. It's more serious.
Yeah. Has anybody ever been convicted of this type of stuff in this state?
I'm sure. I mean, mobsters and gangsters.
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny. I'm not going to say who, but a family member was on a jury trial recently in this state. And basically what happened is this kid probably did the crime. There was a serious crime. But the state didn't have the evidence, really. They didn't have enough evidence. And basically, they were going, I think, into, what do you call it? When they decide the verdict discussion, right?
Right.
And it looked like they were going to find the dude not guilty. And what happened is this dude that was on charges, one of his little gang friends followed one of the jurors home and threatened the juror.
Yeah.
And so all the charges, are still, instead of being found not guilty, the guy was about to be found not guilty. They had to redo the trial and send the jury home. So, I guarantee you that's going to lead to some type of witness intimidation when you send a jury trial home. I don't know if it was a murder trial or an assault. I don't know what kind of trial it was, but this shit does happen. It does happen. I mean, there was a prosecutor that they waited, I think his name was McLaughlin back in the day, West Roxbury. They remember that? They waited for him to get off the tee and they killed him. So yeah, I mean, this stuff does happen, but usually it's gang related. It's not, a mafia, or it's not usually a fucking a so-called journalist. But I mean, that's the thing. Cults and gangs are very similar, right?
Let me read this real quick, Mike. So I just typed into ChatGPT and I said, has anybody in Massachusetts ever been convicted of witness intimidation? Yes, Massachusetts defendants have repeatedly been convicted for witness intimidation under the law. Let's see. Commonwealth versus Joel Brown in 2018. Brown grabbed a restaurant employee's wrist while the employee was attempting to call 911 during an altercation. A jury convicted Brown of assault and battery and witness intimidation. The Supreme Court affirmed the conviction. Her sentence included 1 year house of correction term, suspended for 2 years, probation, and restitution. Commonwealth versus Jeffrey Bell, 1998. During an assault, Bell ripped a telephone cord from the wall to prevent his sister-in-law from calling the police. The appeals court upheld his witness intimidation conviction, ruling in prevention someone from furnishing information to police and can violate the statute before a formal investigation begins. Commonwealth versus Stephen Pagels in 2007. Pagels made numerous angry telephone calls to his girlfriend before his bail hearing, demanding that she's charged or withdraw the statements. The appeals court upheld the conviction and explained that the intimidation does not have to succeed. It's just enough that the defendant deliberately endeavors to influence the witness. So yeah, it does happen. So a person does not necessarily have to say, don't testify or hurt you. Massachusetts law can cover threats, harassment, misleading conduct, physical or emotional injury, property damages, bribes, retaliation, or other conduct aimed at interfering with a witness, potential witnesses, investigation, hearing, or trial. The current statute authorizes up to 10 years in state prison or potentially 20 years when the underlying proceeding involves a crime punishable by life imprisonment. However, being charged is not the same as being convicted. A Commonwealth versions, I think it's Fregati. The Supreme Court revised a witness intimidation conviction because the prosecution's specific theory did not establish all necessary elements of the relevant moment, even though the court acknowledged that the conduct in the case could potentially be supported a properly presented a charge. So the answer is definitely yes. Witness intimidation is real. Enforcement in Massachusetts crime convictions have resulted in conduct as varied as threatening phone calls, grabbing someone's phone in hand, or preventing a person from calling the police. So that's it. That's what it kind of gave back. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's in trouble. I think I would want to be him. He's going to be very lucky if he wins this. Um, Somebody mentioned the website, his YouTube channel. I mean, that's the thing about Alex Jones. They took his website.
It's
If
like
he
everything.
loses defamation cases, they're probably going to auction off his website. I'll buy it. I'll buy TB Daily News. I'm going to save my pennies. I might have to buy that one. I'll be like the Onion. What about his YouTube channel? I don't know if they can seize that. I wonder. I wonder if they can seize his YouTube channel. That would be something.
Is he LLC'd?
I don't know. He used to be, but
that would encompass the whole company.
Yeah. But I mean, even if you are LLC, it doesn't protect you personally either.
Right.
Like I think before he got sued and someone sued the LLC and then he just folded but I mean, people can sue you personally too. Just because you have an LLC, and he's definitely being sued personally. I don't see any LLC named in that. So he is actually currently being sued personally. It's not an LLC. They could sue both, actually. That's, if he had an LLC, I imagine they'd sue that and sue him. Because, I looked into having an LLC, whether I should have one to protect me for defamation. It would if I had employees that were doing the reporting. But once you speak the words, once you host the show, an LLC doesn't protect you personally. If you say the words, if you write the words.
Yeah, that's true too. Oh boy.
It's not even worth having an LLC for defamation as far as I'm concerned, if you're doing the speaking and writing.
What was this thing you sent me? Let's talk about real quick before we probably wrap up here in a little bit.
Well, I want to ask you, what do you think about the Alex Jones stuff so far? I mean, we were watching that. What
Do you want me to go back to it? I can go back to it.
No, I don't think we need to go back to it, but I think we got.
No, I think it's just going to be a lot of things. I think, you're going to probably see, that's probably the way that Matai is going to attack this, I would see, using that same tactic and pulling up like those exhibits and and I just think, like, I just sit here and I go, dude, like, you're going after the attorney that is like in the civil suit right now, and you're saying all this disparaging shit, and you don't think that they're not going to pull that up in court. They're going to clip it and play it, and you think that's going to play well with a judge and a jury. I don't see it, man. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it. It's just not going to.
How's that stuff even helping him at this point either? Like, is it really raising a lot more money for him? Like, does he really have to do this at this point? Couldn't he do something else? Like,
you can have a golf tournament.
I mean, that just says it all. I mean, this guy talks about, it's so funny how he told me how bad at business I was and how's your business going, all this shit. It's like, dude, you have a female audience and you're doing a golf tournament. I don't know, on a Monday in August. In the middle of nowhere, not even close to Boston either. Like, come on, dude. Like,
with bad air quality right now.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, hopefully they have fucking ambulance on standby, because someone's gonna get blacked out drunk, right?
Fucking yellow skies. You like the zombie.
Hopefully they got the fucking ambulance on standby. Turtle, get the ambulance. Make sure you have an ambulance there, because someone could collapse.
You're gonna love that, going out and hacking the fucking course up for all day. Do you know how to play? Nope.
Where the fuck is that? Do you know where that is? I've never, I'm like, where the fuck is that? Is that even in Massachusetts?
Like way out in the middle of Western
Massachusetts. Like, where is that?
I'm telling you, I think tomorrow.
Back to Mass to Boston. I want to know how far that is.
It's gonna be like fucking. Like, remember the other day when it was like yellow sky? It's gonna be like
it's 52 miles from Boston.
Oh, that's far, bro.
So that's like almost, and people normally, most places 50 miles is an hour, but this, we're in Boston, so that's like a 2-hour drive.
It's around there.
It's past Worcester.
Oh,
yeah.
Worcester.
It's like you go to Worcester and you keep going. You keep going west.
It's right there.
Oh yeah, it's near Holden. Of course, he doesn't want to travel. That's the thing. This guy is so freaking lazy. He doesn't even think about his audience to raise the maximum amount of money. He's like, what's close to me?
Well, then you can have everybody over for a barbecue and a fucking swim later.
You think he will? No. Is he? Is that no? Yeah, he's not having people at his house. He's too afraid. I love how he talks about how he's gonna go to people's houses and shit. He keeps saying that.
Sure.
Dude, I hope you do that because you know what? We'll be going to your house. Like that's the thing. Like tit for tat now. And nobody's afraid of you. Like I'm not afraid of you. I hope you show up. I get the hose. I'll pull out the hose, dude. You think I'll catch a charge if I spray him with a hose, especially if he steps on my property?
Didn't they do that in that fucking what was a show, Tim Allen? That didn't they do that one time? The fucking hose over
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump all the dog shit on the lawn.
So wait, 14 slots at 175. That's 24.50. That's why Will's doing the fucking fundraiser today.
Yeah, they need the money. They need the money.
Don't worry, Turtle. I got you.
I got you, Turtle.
12-hour stream. When I start at 6, we're gonna pull up Crawford and LTL. We should just fucking sit here on stream and not say anything. You can pull us up and just play it. We'll just be.
What about yeah? I mean, somebody on Twitter said that it was probably to pay for Will's airfare.
His teeth.
Oh my god, he's got to get new sneakers, man. He
One.
doesn't have Esty around anymore.
One.
I mean, that's the thing. Esty didn't just buy him sneakers. Like she was,
I know.
She was gonna get his teeth fixed. She bought his flight. She got his hotel. She got him a new jacket. I mean, this guy, this dude reminds me of like when I used to go hang. Like I was a poor kid growing up, but I had like a grandfather that had some money. So me and my brother, we'd go stay with my grandfather, like every 6 months or so. And he'd buy us everything. That's what it reminded me of. Like, Will's staying at my granddaddy's house. It's just like he would take us shopping. That's Will. It's like Will's like 6 years old and granddaddy's buying him everything. It's just fucking funny. Like,
Mike,
get a job, dude. He's got to get. He should go back into the pizza industry.
Or work at the gym. I gotta play the funniest fucking skit that ever happened about Will Henry, and it was on the JFK show. And I think this is my all-time fucking favorite. Let me play this thing real quick. It's probably gonna go full screen, but I love this clip. It's the funniest fucking thing because I love JFK. I love what he does on his shows. But I gotta play this, Mike.
Before you do that, I want to say one thing because this asshole just said something about the 200 people in our chat and how if we can tell everyone how good we're doing again. Well, we just got gifted 20 Young Jerks memberships. So thank you so much for being an asshole, MB Isolated, because you got us more money. Thank you so much. We love you, trolls. We love you, trolls, crying about us. Why are you upset, MB Isolated? Look at all this love we get.
Look at all the
Nobody likes you, MB Isolated. They like us though.
Yeah.
I love that for you. I love that you're crying about how well we're doing.
Right. Pause for about 2 minutes here. Watch.
He was so mad, right? He was so mad. He wanted a link so bad, right? Like he wanted a blink so bad. And he was like a little pussy, right? Like a little pussy cat. This was him, right? Was this the Glera? Is this the Glera right here, guys? Is this him? Is this the real Glera? Let me see. Is that him right there?
Oh shit!
Glera, you got on my
damn.
Glera, you got on my t-shirt. Hold on.
God damn.
This is him. Hold on.
No way.
Hold on, Glera, is that you? Give me a link. Give me a link. I want to get on the plane. Can I come up 39,000 with you guys? Will you play some music, JFK, so I could dance like a fucking clown with my Jordans, with my Mexicano? What do they call ones? What you call them? Can I get on the plane with the long gamers? Hey, get on the plane. Come on, jump on, Glera. Come on, pussy kitty. Come on, Glera. Get on the plane. No, you can't get a link. Glera.
God damn!
God, shit, Glera! Glera!
God
hey,
damn!
I love your shirt, Glera. Oh, I love you, buddy. Is that you? Hey, Glera, what up, bro? Hey, Glera, you wanna get on? Glera, get on. Glera, hold on tight. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Hold on, you can get on. Glera, come on. Hold on. Oh shit, Glera!
Jesus!
You can't get to
God damn, Glera!
Oh, Mike, I'm glad their show's fucking taken off.
Oh, I love them. They make me laugh so much.
That's the funniest fucking skit I've seen.
God damn.
This, man.
God damn. Get on the plane, Glera.
And I met that guy before. That fucking guy that looks like Will Henry. I met him before.
Oh God. It's unreal. It's unreal. I love JFK and the crew. They are so funny and so good. It's just hilarious. I like when Kev does the drive-through voice. I'm on Oh my God, they are so talented, bro. I mean, it's funny because it's people say like, "Oh, you're jealous of the Galera Turtle." If I was jealous of anyone, it'd be jealous of that crew. That's who I'm really jealous of because they got talent and they're nice and they don't have egos and they're funny and like if I'm jealous of anybody, it's JFK crew. Like seriously, like let's be clear, like because they're the real deal. Like these other ones they're fucking fakers. They're not fake.
The cat did survive, SD. Yeah, it did. It fucking.
Oh,
it
we love
survived. Look at this
SD.
in the
Let's
house.
hear it for SD. Hi, SD.
Oh,
We were talking. I was talking about you. I hope it was okay.
No, it wasn't anything bad.
No, she knows.
Just
she,
saying
she
how
knows.
much the fucking Mexican Jordans used you. That's what he likes to do. Use people.
Yeah.
But no, that was funny.
We like SD.
Yeah, SD's good.
James Jackson's funny too.
No, she
Jeez.
said, "Thank God." No, it wasn't anything.
They go after James too all the time. Still, he's like,
I know.
It's like he's the
Leave him the
nicest
fuck alone.
dude, and then he tells the truth, and they get so mad they can't handle it. They can't handle it. People like James.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. I love our chat. I thank you so much. Not today, Satan, and all the super chats today. I know I focus on the trolls, but it's I can do that because I got people like Not Today, Satan throwing down the membership. Sheila, True Crime, Rose. I just love you all. Miss 808, What the Duck, Melissa. Thank you, Brian Haley. I think that was one of yours. Laferio's here. I just love all these people who support us. I just have to say, like, that's the funniest shit of all, too, because they say, "Oh, you're so mad because no one's watching." It's like, no, do you understand how much we do have
There
love
it is.
from these
There
people that
it
kick in the
is.
money?
There
Yeah.
it is, Mikey.
Like, that
JFK,
means
the
more to
petty
me.
scams are over.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And if I'm not a jealous person, but if I was going to be jealous of anyone, it'd be JFK show off.
They got a good show.
That would be
bro.
it.
The chemistry
And I
is
don't,
there.
yeah. And I don't have jealousy. I got love. I'm a fan. Like I like that he made me a fan. Like, cause even though we're friends too, but
Yeah.
like I'm just not a fan of people generally. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not big into fandom. Like, I like people, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like a fan. I'm just like everybody else in the chat. I get all amped up. I start dancing. I'm like, I love that show. I like your show too, Brian.
Thanks. I
You
appreciate
guys are my favorite. You two are the ones I watch.
No, JF, they got good chemistry over there, man. They know what
Yeah,
they're
they
doing. And JFK is fucking good at like doing the segments, you know, like getting the music in there.
He works hard too.
He
I mean,
does
that's the
fucking
other
work
thing.
hard.
I don't think it's underrated. I think people recognize like there's a lot to that video editing and the setting it up, and that's what I'm envious of is that he's got that work ethic. I mean, I work hard too, but I don't work that hard in terms of setting up my show and all that. I have a lot of other shit I got to do. But he's driven, and like you're the same way. You set up a lot. You guys both have good shows. Like if I'm jealous of anything, it'd be of Brian and JFK in terms
just
of
do my thing.
the quality of your content. The quality. That's what I like.
Just do my thing. They do it their way. You do it your way. I do it my
Yeah.
way. You know, I'm more informative. If you come here, I'm gonna break everything down for you. Some people like that. Some people don't. Some people like the JFK, how he does his show where he has like a segment. They do music, which is, you know, that works for them. They might talk a little shit. They might talk serious for a moment. They might laugh like a moment like this that I just played. And then like you're the interview guy. You like to get people up there and fucking dig into like, you know, a certain topic or politics, or you might get some of the, you know, some candidates up there. You talk to a lot of government officials. That's like your thing, you know?
Yeah. I
And,
got
we all
relationships with a lot of these
respectively
people.
Yeah. We all respectively just do our own thing on our channels. Let's play one more JFK clip since they're in the
I love it.
And then we'll wrap it up here in a minute.
The
Here we go.
guy, the Willie guy, he's doing a petty
Watch
stream right
this.
now.
He's talking about me. He's talking about Mike Crawford. They're pieces of shit. Turtle boy, Karen. That's what he's doing right now. They're pieces of shit.
Oh shit.
Turtle boy, Karen. That's what he's doing right now. He didn't break anything down. He didn't
damn, Brian.
this. He's waiting for everybody else to. What are they going to do on their presentation? And then I'm going to bring it over and I'm going to talk about it on mine. That guy can't even think or conceptualize anything in this case. He waits for him to think or conceptualize anything in this case. He waits for people to do content. Okay, I'm going to do this without Kerry good, Turtle Boy good, Michael Proctor bad. That's what he does.
I just pulled up an old tragedy stream to review it because I didn't have anything to fucking talk about today. So
that's what he does.
I love when you do that.
It's good times, man. Well, I like what Kevy Kev says. Is he dipping his fingers in the fucking tuna can, rusty tuna can, and wiping his face?
Oh
Mikey.
Turtle boy, great. Turtle boy, great.
We got to raise money to fight back the system. Proctor bad. I don't know, Mikey. Man. What do you think? What's any last words here or what?
I'd say just keep going, Brian. We're the tide is turning, and I'm going to enjoy tomorrow. Like, I'm going to wake up early, like 8 a.m. I'm going to maybe set up a stream, hopefully be a stream Turtle Boy tomorrow. And I'm going to have the best fucking Monday morning watching Betero and Turtle and just have no stress about it because it doesn't affect me. Like, that's how removed I am from it now. And it feels good to just sit there and say, you know what? This is a show to me. I'm just like these clowns that are criticizing us. I'm just a viewer. There's nothing, like, I have no skin in the game anymore on that. It doesn't matter what happens. Like, no matter what, it's good and bad for me, no matter the result on this. Honestly, like, I look at it for me now, my personal, because I gave and gave and gave and gave. So now my lens is, how does this affect me? Because I'm tired of looking out for people who don't look out for me. You know, like, how many people that I help, they shadow over me. Yeah. All those people I put them up on the shows with, oh, thank you so much for putting me up in front of 10,000 people. As soon as things went south, they didn't want to talk to me. Fuck you all. I will remember forever. And now I know who my friends are. And guess what? Mikey always comes back. I always come back. And there's going to be a time, probably in a year or two, where you're going to be like, holy fuck, I shouldn't have fucked over JFK and Mike Crawford and LTL. Because we're going to be here. We're going to be here. And our shows are going to be back where they used to be. And a lot of you fucks are not. And the thing is, you can already see it. You can already see the content. Look over the last couple weeks. A lot of these fucks who were supposed to be our friends that we supported, they didn't support us back. They thought the Glare was their friend.
Yeah.
And they haven't done shows. They're not doing any content. And if they do content, it's a fundraiser for Turtle Boy or fundraiser for this one or whatever. But they're not doing any content. They're not covering Karen. And if they are, no one cares. Like, we're back to, like you said, you got the FOIA videos. I'm streaming the court hearings. Like, if there's one channel you can count on to pretty much get all the court hearings up, it's usually the Young Jerks. People know to come and watch it uninterrupted, without any, talking over it, So, we're always going to have our niche, and we're always going to be moving back up. And a lot of these people are going to get left behind now. And I love it because they've hung themselves. They've taken an anchor around their neck, and they're in the ocean, and they tied themselves to an anchor. And they thought that was the right thing to do, to fuck over your friends, the people. I mean, it'd be one thing if you were like, I want to be silent, but I'm still your friend. I want to back you up, silent. They didn't even do that. I mean, there's people out there like that you think, like, they're your friend, and you find out they're not your friends. So I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm going to enjoy tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy this week. And by the way, people, there may be more shit coming down the pike this week. Just remember I said that. There might be more shit coming down the pike this week that we might all have a laugh about.
I like what JFK says here. He says he knows the petty scams are over. Now he's fundraising. And you know why he's doing the fundraising? Because he's got to get back in with the people, JFK. So he's got to put the front up there to get people to come back. And then he can trick everybody again. He can sit there for 40 minutes in his fucking popcorn his fucking popcorn ceiling apartment. He's taking. Why would anybody take photos of their fucking bathroom and put them up in the like? Here's my bathroom with my fucking Scarface poster in it. I'm so edgy, bro. You know, I got my Superman shirt on today. Like, why would anybody fucking do that, dude?
Because he thinks he's 20 years old.
You grew up, bro. You finally
He
moved
thinks he's
out.
20 years old still.
Finally moved out at fucking 55 years old. But anyway, I like this because JFK is onto it. He knows that he's got to do the fucking fundraising to get people to come back in now and go, look, I'm here for the turtle. Remember last 2 weeks ago it was I don't know, I might go against the turtle, but here I am.
You know what I want to say to that too.
Trick everybody again, Mike.
Yeah,
he's gonna go, okay, petty streams. All right, I'm gonna make you pay for it. That's what he does.
Yeah, I want to say to the people who are donating money.
Yep.
Watch tomorrow and question where your money's going.
Yeah.
Like seriously, are you being scammed?
Yeah.
Is this a scam defense? Like, seriously, what kind of defense is this really? Like, you look at it, it's like that's what you're donating to? That's what I want to know. I donated a lot of money to that defense. I don't like where the money went. I don't think it's a. So there's that, and there's also the fact that they lost all the bunnies. Like, good luck, Will. Yep. Will, you lost half your audience to the bunnies, and guess what? They ain't coming back. And guess what? JFK is growing. And JFK ain't going anywhere. And now you got your buddy back, BX. BX is back. Like, bro, you've lost a lot of people. And what do you think's going to happen, bro, when shit really goes south? Which this is the beginning. This is season 4. If you look at Karen Reed, season 1 was trial 1, season 2 was trial 2, season 3 was started the moment they attacked Brian. That was the beginning of season fucking 3.
Yep.
And it's gone on until they attacked Machado. That's the beginning of season 4. And season 4, it's kind of like, Revenge of the Jedi or whatever, Return of the Jedi. It's like things flip back around again. And that's what's going to happen. This is going to be a year of hell for you, Galera. And I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Sassy, I think, is looking in. She said he's fundraising and only 400 people are watching.
There you go.
There you go.
With the turtle. How many
go.
people do you think would have been there without the turtle?
Is he? Are they fucking? Let me see. I got to check in. Let's do the check-in. Like, check in with JFK. We got to check in.
I mean, they announced that for a couple of days. We have more people watching us.
Yeah, 667 people watching right now.
Yeah, we basically have just as
he's taking memberships.
Yeah, he's taking member. Remember he bashed us for that?
Yeah.
What a scumbag. And maybe we should snipe it.
I don't want to play that fucking guy.
I know, right? But
let's see how intelligent he is. Let's
maybe JFK, why don't you snipe it right now? JFK, go live and snipe it. Well, I want to watch it over there.
And podcast partner for Kelsey Fitzsimmons has been a very strong advocate for Kelsey Fitzsimmons as well. She joined the panel, which was really cool. I got to hang out.
Really cool.
A little bit.
He's very
so that was really awesome. But man, I got
really awesome.
A shout out to
awesome.
Lauren.
Oh, Lauren. Lauren, good luck to you. Where was Lauren the first 2 trials? Well, thank you, Lauren. Lauren, what do you think's going to happen when Turtle Boy goes down? How's your brand going to be?
Valhalla's here. He was there too. Love it. It's good to see you, homie. And like I said, tonight's just going to be chill. I'm hoping to raise a lot of money, and I, other than what we we're here for. I don't have much incentive to give you to raise the money, other than the obvious, which should be more than enough to get you guys to pull out just whatever you could spare. That would be great. But I do have a little bit more incentive. Spite. Pure fucking spite. Okay?
Spite.
Because you have these 2 poor son of a bitches, dude.
He's gonna pull us up.
That saw that I had a stream set up yesterday and decided to do like some, I guess, little version of a petty stream. It's just very funny.
Well,
Let me go ahead and play this real quick. It's a very quick.
oh my God, this guy. He is
I'm
such
gonna
a
get a little
clown.
Betty here.
Oh my God. A little Betty. Get the views, bro. Get those views, Willie. Willie, do you want my semen? Willie, it's my semen.
For 5 months. Mike and Brian are so freaking pathetic right now. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Mike.
Let's see real quick if we got all right. Sweet. So
Sweet. Yeah. Tell us, Will.
we're up about $20, which is nice.
Whole 20.
Thank you guys. So Sarah Ellen donated $10.
I hope he has enough money for taxes next
favorite
year.
Turtle.
I know.
GSE.
He's got rent
4
and
minutes
taxes.
ago, she said she.
You might have to move in back in with mom.
Fundraiser. Best of luck, Aiden. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, SD.
That,
Yeah, show that up on your screen, Clara.
But yeah, this is just.
Yeah, let's play the JFK song.
I know.
You know.
Can you just
He won't play us right
Oh
now.
my God, this guy.
Shut up.
Look at him.
Not you.
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 But don't worry.
Yeah.
That is side bit.
Oh, we gotta play it on slow motion. So creative.
Will, anytime, buddy.
Yeah.
Anytime, buddy.
Yeah, God.
Anytime.
Let me say a couple things on that. Oh my God. This is like number one, not only was it a bad business decision, which it was, it's a bad Are you entertained? Friendship, human being, local people decision because we're gonna be here, motherfucker.
How do you do anything except laugh at these fucking tools?
We're laughing at you, bro. Snip your fingers some more, bro.
For 30 months. Mike styles his hair like Maura Healy does.
Come on, where's that rusty tuna can, Will?
Where's your hair, Glare?
Somebody's gonna
Where's
be
your
there,
hair?
Busted all over X
Where's that
like
rusty
any minute.
tuna
Watch.
can, Will?
Somebody's gonna do a side by side. This is over real quick. This is only like less than a minute long.
But don't worry.
Yeah.
He's got his side bitch. Where's that
Yeah,
rusty tuna can?
yeah.
We need that Glare song. We need that Glare song up there.
Sniff your fingers.
Look at how fucking
He's so obsessed.
Mike gets turned on.
Man, look
It's
at
funny
him.
as shit. Gen X Erica, member for 7 months. Are you saying you're forcing us? No choice then. Yes, I'm forcing you guys to
I'd say Gen X Erica is very desperate. That's all I'm
really
gonna say.
generous.
You're very desperate,
Click
honey.
on the link at the bottom of the chat.
Yeah.
Pinned. And
for justice,
donate to
for
Aiden. Even if
spite.
it's just a couple bucks, man. Whatever you can do.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, Glera. Thank you, Glera. You're making me all the money,
The only
bro.
difference is
I got 40 new memberships, Glera, because of you.
Go to Aiden's defense in lieu of the fact that tomorrow is the mega motion being argued.
Yeah, the mega motion. You still call it the mega motion.
Let me do
That's going to fail. Are you going, Glera? Are you going to show up? JFK wants to know if you're going to show up. He ain't showing up. He's too afraid.
Right now. They're watching you right now. Look at them. Oh, they're watching me. See him? Yeah.
He's like,
Okay. So
Glera.
There, Will. Come on, Willie. Pull us up. What's that rusty tuna can, Will? Dip your fingers in the juice.
Oh, we got 60 more. Thank you, Glera.
there's the link to the golf tournament. So if you
Esty
guys
keeps hooking us up.
sponsor a hole. It is a little bit pricey. I'll give you that.
Oh, a little bit
but
pricey
try to think of
for
it
the low bros.
in terms of I don't know how to play golf. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, you don't have to look at these guys until I.
Can you even stand up after 9 holes, bro?
He goes, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, some of you guys might be thinking I don't play
the
golf.
end of the
blah, blah,
stream,
blah, blah, blah.
Clara.
And it's really
This
funny
is
how
worse
we
than
do
watching
like,
Alex
oh,
Jones,
well,
actually.
He's gonna have a golf tournament. He's gonna have a golf tournament, and his audience is mostly women. Let me tell you something about that. Okay.
Okay.
I wish.
Look at here comes
I
the
wish
marketing
I
genius
went
over here.
to Boston
Give
for
us
this
the
golf
rundown,
tournament.
Will.
I wish I could do it. I just can't.
Tell
right
us how it
now.
is.
make
Tell us how you ran that business when you ran the pizza
Time.
business.
Yeah.
I plan on taking Boston money trip, Boston trip money there for the trial itself. I want to be there and support.
Yeah. So you know what that means? That means I'm going to grift off you the next how far are we from December? What, 6 months? I'm going to grift off you for the next 6 months to pile up my bank account and then go, okay, I'm going to be there for the trial. I'll probably show up one fucking day and then go home. That's your buddy Turtle. He won't come out and support you now, but he wants to grift for the next 6 months and then say, oh, I'm going to show up for the trial. Yeah.
Most needed.
Oh my, what a loser. What a loser.
Have a golf tournament.
So predictable too, Brian, you called it.
Listen, Mike, listen to what he says.
You said he was going to play us, and you called it. You knew it.
He was. You know what we should do? Private the stream. When we get off, we'll just unlist the stream so we can't play it. And then he's stuck.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. I'll privatize it right now.
Mostly women.
Listen to him.
Let me tell you something about that. Okay. I wish that I was going to Boston for this golf tournament. I wish I could do it. I just can't right now.
I wish.
Things are a little tight.
now.
It's okay.
He's busy.
It happens from time to time. I plan on, taking Boston trip money there for the trial itself. I want to be there and support when it's most needed.
I'm sure you do.
So I'm just waiting for that. But it's funny that these guys are like, it's mostly women, and he's holding a golf tournament. Let me tell you something.
Okay, tell us, Will.
Like, I learned how to swing a golf club.
We're the first ones to say that?
From a professional golfer who happened to be a woman. Not a trans woman, okay? Not that matters. But I learned how to swing a golf club from a professional golfer, a woman, back in 1992, I want to say, was the year. Okay. 1992.
It's probably the golf club you used to.
Summer of 1992, as a matter of fact.
Tell us, Will.
So this whole, women or men.
Let me say a couple things on that too, because
that guy.
Number one, not only was it a bad business decision, which it was.
Rusty tuna can.
Of course they are.
It's a bad friendship, human being, local people. Look at him. He's grabbing the balls. He's thinking about the balls right now. We're going to be here, motherfucker.
They're going to be here, motherfucker.
And you might need us, especially if you get a bid.
Whoa.
Wait a second. Slow him down. Can we put him on half speed?
God.
See how he sounds?
I don't think Aiden thought of that. I don't think Aiden thought of that. That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
That's how his brain works. It's about what his brain is.
He actually gets found guilty. He goes to jail.
Rusty tuna
He's obviously gonna need.
Let's just keep it going. We'll drop up the screen. We'll just play this for like the next hour.
Run his channel for him while he's
you know you aren't going to show up for him, Will. See his brain? That's how his brain really works. You're seeing the inside of his brain right now.
Look at that. Look at those eyes.
You're gonna need them as his friends.
I don't want to be his friend, Will. That's the thing. You do.
While he's in jail.
Look at his eyes. They're so shifty.
So pinned out.
Yeah.
What's
What's up with his eyebrows lately, too? He looks like the fucking Michael Aquino
Here's
or
the
something.
thing, Mike. Again,
It's like one of those devil dudes. Go ahead.
no material today. He's not going over emotion. He's not going over hearing. This is what he's got to go to try to raise money for the turtle.
Yeah,
And he's still
bagging
not
on us.
helping the guy out.
Bagging on us.
I love it.
So we're still the main fundraisers for the turtle. I mean, that's sick.
Yeah, that's it. I love it.
Oh, I love it. I love this for him. Willie, I can't wait till you can't pay your taxes, bro.
I'm going to go over the stream. I'm going to go over it. That's because he has no thought process. He doesn't have anything. We should private it. Let's private it. Fuck him. Then you'll have nothing, and they'll have to fucking sit there all day and go, talk about.
Yeah, we can private it right now. Let's do it.
Of course.
Let's I'm gonna go to my YouTube. I'll private it right now. If anyone's on here, you click away, you're gonna lose it. Don't click away. That's the thing. He's probably already got it up though.
If we private it, you're gone. No, he doesn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's dumb.
He's a member. He's a member of mine though.
You
That's the
can't
problem.
grab it if you're not.
He's got a membership on mine though.
Just private. It doesn't matter when you're private.
Oh, private it.
Private it.
I see
Fuck
what you're
him.
saying. Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Let's end and we'll private it.
All right.
All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here. Thank you all for watching me and Mike have some fun here today. And all the jerks that came over, all the people that came over and supported. Hey, man, I'm looking at 600 people across all platforms right now. That's pretty good. And then whatever you have too, you know. And it's good stuff. Mike, any last words?
I love what you do. Keep going. We're killing it. They're fucking mad because we got integrity. We don't give a fuck. We got the balls he doesn't have to stand up to Turtle Boy. He tried to stand up to Turtle Boy. He had balls for 5 seconds and then he pussied out. He's a coward. He cares about only Will. And I love it. I love that for him that he has to play us. He's a loser. And every time he plays us, it just reminds everyone how much we batter. So fucking Will, keep losing. Keep being a scumbag. Never change. It's gotten you through 50-something years of your life. Congratulations, bro. I also want to say I love all of you. All of you in the chat today. All of you fucking putting up with me. I know I went on some rants. Thank you. Thank you for all the super chats, all the gifts. It was amazing. This is what pisses them off, people. It's you. It's you. All those fucking super chats, all those memberships. That fucking pisses him off because he knows that's going to encourage Brian and I. So
let's do it.
Keep doing it for JFK. Keep doing it for us. I appreciate you.
Check out JFK support.
And I'll be streaming tomorrow, 9 a.m. If Turtle, if we have access, we'll be streaming it. You don't have to go watch it at some suck ups channel. Right. Watch it at the real place. I'll be streaming it tomorrow. And like I said, no commentary while it's running. And I predict this thing's going to go down in flames. I really do. I think the judge is going to laugh his ass off at them. And I agree. Yeah. And people are wasting their money. Like, defended this dude at this point. Why are you spending money on this shit? He's got enough money. If they can't defend him with the amount of money he's raised, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, support JFK. All right, Mikey, we're out of here. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks for the support today. Peace.